me too. Alaji.
Let me send my greeting to you, Roland, and Nashiko, and Joseph Akable, entire team. Best #1 Kukiti.
Thank you, Alaji.
And Shamima Muslim, and he has a halajala. You see, this Peter T. He want to put himself into trouble. You know that. That he want to put himself into trouble.
Why, Alaji? What has he done?
I just want to tell him he shouldn't want to put himself into trouble.
Okay.
This is just a warning, and I give to Peter T.
Okay, no problem.
I don't want that.
I'm sure he's listening.
Let me say by Joseph to my Minister Chief Executive and Government and Chairman of the Ampo and entire listeners. You know, my Municipal Chief Executive made that for new phone. Do you know that?
No, I didn't know
nice.
that.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to him. You see, Kukichi, when you look at the recruitment, I think some people have problem with this recruitment. I don't know why this thing happening. And MPP people pushing it in Parliament, Marcos minority leader, and we talk about the recruitment. But you know, when they say it, they say it in a different way. Because of that, and we have problem with these people. Even the petrol prices need to go up. And some people saying that petrol price, 1 liter will buy in 17 Ghana cedis. I have questions to ask them. If 1 liter is buying 17 Ghana cedis, they should what? They should what?
All right, Alaji, your point's well made.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for agreeing that you have to make it short.
Yeah.
You can also call us. Let's know exactly what your highlight of the week is. I think another caller.
Yes, we do have another caller. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. Please tell us your name, where you're calling us from, and which of the... Oh, it's Mejina. Good morning to you, Mejina. I hope you're well today.
Good morning, sweet ones. How are you?
We are very well, thank you. Everybody is reacting to how you have described us. Thank you very much for the sweet word this morning and your description this morning. Please.
There's a whole riot in the studio. Thank you, Major.
Thank you. Please, which of the issues stands out for you?
Majina.
When are you going to host some of us?
Majina, we will host you very soon. I mean, some of our regular callers need to come and have the show with us one of these days. We'll let you know in due course.
For the companies, we, the callers, we see that those who normally come to the studio think that they know better than us. And we want to them that we stay in the house. Sometimes we can also have some input that we can surprise you.
But Mechina, that's why you have the platform on the phone right now. Millions of people are listening to you. You've actually become one of the household names on this show.
Yes.
So please go ahead.
To appear on the show so that the public hears.
Okay, no problem.
Sir.
We will arrange that. Please talk to Beatrice.
By the way, let me take this opportunity to also raise this issue about somebody's performance. That is I have original minister, Charity Gardner. She's a lady. I want to say that she's performing very creditably and wonderfully. Looking at the effort that's putting out in our region, it is very surprising. She's not sitting on her toes. She moves here and there to make sure that the programs and policies are executed in the region. And I thank her for that and all the DCs and MCs in the region. And also I have a Honorable Minister. Do you know that
Mejina, if you would kindly address the issue, just so other people can have the opportunity,
my issue
please.
Is that the issue that I have, and it is serious, is the renal issues. That is kidney issues. The health minister has raised a very serious issue, and it must be a concern to everybody. Over 4 million youth of Ghana have been affected by this disease.
Yeah.
When I sat down, I look at what is the cause of this illness. People are saying that it is because of illegal mining, their activities have blunted us. But I also have an issue that Food and Drug Board must be cautious, because the kind of food that we consume, drinks that we consume, carbonated drinks, energy drinks that we have been consuming is affecting us. Standard Authority, Food, Drug and Authority, they are there. What is their rule? Are they telling us they don't know who approves? And for the check that I've done, these renal diseases, majority of it is through this consumption. Look at the youth. What has the person done? And how many our areas are by illegal mining? So these food substances are affecting us. And also, the security recruits, I want to tell the leadership that we shouldn't focus only on one area as a means to solve unemployment situation. When you go to Germany, Japan, elsewhere, they are using skill training, the skill handiwork, build that economy. Go to Germany. What is wrong with that? I feel hospitality program at UNED. You know what? When you say you pursue this, people are laughing at you. But we will use our brain, our mind to do something and to bring food to the table. And it is practical. People don't value those courses. And this is why many people are running away from the skill training job. So the apprenticeship program and the government must focus there, train the youth, let them produce, only go to our market. Majority of products are from outside. So how do you build the economy? So when a country people they live on a job, they cannot create any revenue.
Thank you.
So if we want to increase our revenue in the country and GDP,
thank you.
We should produce here and add value to what we have.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Mejina. Very valid point he's making there. Food and Drugs Authority, Standards Authority must go on the market and ensure that what we are consuming is good enough, really. Right, and so. I think in the week we've been talking about cement disease. and beans.
To preserve beans.
Yes, formalin for Kobe or salted tilapia.
Mosquito and spray on fish in the market and
cowbird on fruits. So it's I like that point he makes, and the need for us also to concentrate on TVET and other technical skills, just so people have those skills to reduce the unemployment situation we have. But we do have Ni from Accra joining us as well. Good morning to you, Ni. Thank you very much for joining us on the program. Please share your thoughts with us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I want to make a little contribution on the closer strike and its ongoing currently.
Please go ahead.
It has said that you go to school, I'm a closer member, though, you go to school, you have same college, graduate the same degrees, and some people are receiving so much differentials in salary compared to other of the colleagues. And that doesn't make sense. We are in the public service. Some receive higher salary than others. Conditions of service are very poor. And government is the greatest employer in Ghana, but government is pretending to be paying and civil servants also pretend to be working. And this narration needs to change. While service conditions are not better, civil servants find other ways to make other money, which also increases corruption in the country. So once we have good conditions of service, it's in the long run going to improve quality of service and development in the country. So that's the contributions I want to make.
Thank you so much. Very straight to the point, Ni, from Accra. Thank you very much for calling in.
Some messages are already coming in on our Facebook feed. And Sly GH says, I am Sly from Todome, South Dai District. This recruitment issue, I think there should be provisions made for people to go through some screening. And when you qualify, you will now be given the chance to buy the forms. Security services are meant to be a service to the nation, although it involves salaries, but it has now been seen as more of a job than a service, and that is a problem. We'll read more of your messages after this call. I think it's Blessed on the telephone lines. Hello, Blessed. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, please.
How are you doing? Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Ajingano, East Legon.
Okay, Bless. Let's hear you. Is it your first time reaching us?
Sounds like.
Yes, I'm a regular. I've been listening to a program regularly, but this is my first time that I'm getting through.
Congratulations. We are very glad
you
you could make it through this morning. Please talk to us.
Thank you very much. Am I talking to Beatrice or Cookie?
This is Cookie.
I'm talking to Cookie or Beatrice.
This is Cookie. Bless, this is Cookie.
Okay. Yeah, Cookie, how are you doing?
Very well, sir. How are you too?
I'm also fine. Akabule is not here today.
Akable is here. He's doing the big issues. He's prepping for it.
Oh, he's the one I would have wanted to talk to because there is a story that I want him to follow up for me.
He's in studio.
Yeah, he can hear you.
He's in studio. He's sitting across from me so he can hear you. So please go ahead.
No, I want to see if I can bring it on air.
You want to see him first?
He's actually here.
I did tell you that Akable can hear you, but it seems because the cameras are not on him, you don't even believe me. But anyway, he could have heard everything.
Okay. The story is about.
He's distracted.
Blessed, you are distracting us this morning because you are listening to us through the TV set. Initially, when he said, am I talking to Beatrice or Cookie? I thought he was using his telephone, but later on I'm getting the feedback like he's watching us and listening to us on TV, but we lost him. Sorry about that. But please, next time, just go ahead. We are all here. Different people do different segments. So if you have an information, you can just say it and definitely it will be passed on.
Yeah, let me read.
Okay, maybe a few and then we'll do the reminder.
Oh, okay. So, Simon Yen, I'll just, if your message is long, I'll have to cut it short.
Yeah, so maybe one, just one message.
So permit me to comment on this disturbing security services recruitment saga. The question is, why sell such volumes of forms when you know you cannot recruit even a quarter of that? It's not like we are not aware of the unemployment situation in the country. So greetings to all of you in the studio. Mr. Simon Yang, thank you very much.
MC Tony, we see your message says that we are looking very good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Now, let's take a breather now. But before we go, please be reminded that Ramadan means together with loved ones. Ramadan also means together at iftar. Ramadan means together in spirit, and Ramadan means together with Lipton. Now, this season, make every moment better with a warm cup of Lipton Yellow Label tea. Now, brewed with love and served with a smile, there are supposed to be shared moments with meals to check up more on loved ones and spend more time in reflection and conversation. Now, so this Ramadan, do more with a cup of Lipton tea because tea is for togetherness. And together, we say thank you very much for calling us. All those who sent messages we could not read, apologies to you. Guy G, good morning to you as well. We take a breather. When we come back, Joseph Akable will be in the driving seat for the big issue.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Freddy Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Freddy once now. Hey, is that you? Improve car. Yeah. Captain Mosquito, double the accent. Me didn't sasso spray. Mr. Freddy sasso quell. Yeah, go to my sasso.
Tom preko. Nancy, me do any tasting kuyi. Tasty Tom. Add the new seasoning powders about chicken, stew, jollof, shrimp, beef, ginger and garlic. The way it enhances the natural aroma. Tasty Tom, yeah. I trust them. And there is no staining of fish, meat, or chicken. Me need also.
New aroma.
New taste from Tasty Tom, new seasoning powder.
Flavor
need taste.
FDA Aji Edradia in Kratsui at
Ready for school?
Yes!
My champs, they use a lot of energy at school. I know because imagine the energy they may have used up to return home this transformed every day.
Your champs need nourishment and energy. Give them the Milo Energy at breakfast, now with vitamin D that supports energy release to help their daily performance. Milo, energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved.
Ghana fie biemu emunye diane kek eye busia eni jeni nkabom
me a Ghana ni mapa ame fa mejume ni agro kra me do sultana rice ye pa eyiyi mako edemufua na ne denso de wo be die di biem
e wonu sultana rice o jollof nu e be jollof o fried rice ne die apebi e be fried rice yankasa sultana rice eye kewa kraki
wona no besafo na mbayifo kanfo sultana vietnamese rice mo biaro oye mu bia nanu si yedo oyi koko o mesibani biara ne daw o danso
ayama emafra empanifo abatampa eni obiara
sultana rice eye de papa tai de Vietnamese my nyina
anusio yede ubedi afili.
Ye was sultana Thai, ni Vietnamese.
FDA Aji Gradient Cratoyat.
Aji. Timisi. A trifa me twice. Ha. Ni kutudri. A de come na se twetwe me famine tinim. Je me ja ene mensem ye mo hyehyehye. Na aye titriti. Na me hu dia menye.
Cheme ba. Kanena me hawanu no kusisa mishia joint forces eni never life udompe eni waposu ye wuya no etutu no joint forces eni na ekwa yemu atwuma na de atichima wo hobia no esesie no wuntini na emu ye wuya etwetwon efiri wusisi edefa wo twoase no wo nine eni nsem ehyehyw ayetitriti nedro and in never life joint fortis and in never life and one mahoto so
FDA Aji Edradia in Kratsui atu.
I remember the first time I met Oheneba. The guy smelled so good.
Are you okay?
You smell good.
Thank you.
Call me.
Give me your number.
A lovely guy and a lovely scent. Where from this expensive fragrance? So we exchanged contact and I paid him a surprise visit. Oheneba had a secret.
So this is your secret?
Stand, wash and pack. powder and sun-up fabric softener leaves your dresses squeaky clean, protects the color, leaves a luxurious scent. Affordable luxury, fall in love with every scent. Look at him, smelling like an odogu. Keep from reach of children. This advert is FDA approved.
Yede Gynecare syrup aba. Gynecare eboa eyi afichikro emu haw ahodo te se afichikro a emayi de etutusi basabasa ene afichikro mu yaw ahodo ni nyina efiri hokra. Gynecare boa ema atenka akofem no san peja ne mu yie pa. Gynecare boa yema menomu a wanya menopause. Eho haw ahodo te se ohonam a ehyehyew na eyira wo no abufuo atete ene de atete saa no nyina. Gynecare brena sekra adrei enkoda oni mfie edumienu entumi mfabi obenya bi ewo pharmacy license chemical shop ana herbal shop a eben mu pendodo atu a frɛ Ayona pharmacy. Gynecare ebeye wo de FDA ahwehwe adwadie nkratoe mu agye atum se eye.
Love, drama, surprises. The biggest dating reality show is back. Perfect Match Extra Season 4 is launching 14th March 2026 at Studio B. New singles, new connections, and even bigger drama. Be part of the experience live. Audience must be seated by 8 p.m. sharp. Catch the launch live on TV3 and Adisa Plus. One night, one house, a brand new journey to find the perfect match.
Perfect Match Extra is sponsored by Enapa Food,
Jollof Mix, Gino Hot Pepper Powder,
Frutelli Calipo, Darling XYZ Wine,
Darling Drink.
Let's go. Accra, are you ready? It's time for yet another Gobe Festival on Saturday, March 28th, the Legon City Mall Gobe Festival. Look, plenty food festivals there, but none be like Gobe Fest because Gobe no be just food, it's a movement, a cult following, real lovers from every walk of life, corporate workers, bosses, celebs, campus crew, everybody pulling up for one mission, proper Gobe. And it's not just one pot, it's the best Gobe vendors from the capital and beyond. 7 back-to-back heat, hot, loaded and unforgettable. But that's not all. There will be non-stop music, games, mad fun, and one big explosion of joy. So gather your people. Come hungry, come loud. Gobe Festival, Saturday, March 28th, Legon City Mall, 10 a.m. You don't just eat it, you experience it. To book your space as a vendor, please call or WhatsApp 0532 200927 or 0531 100927.
3FM Gobe Festival is sponsored by Gino Hot Pepper Powder, Gino Curry Powder,
Fratelli Calipo, Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwankasa. Love, drama, surprises. The biggest dating reality show is back. Perfect Match Extra Season 4 is launching 14th March 2026 at Studio B. New singles, new connections, and even bigger drama. Be part of the experience live. Audience must be seated by 8 p.m. sharp. Catch the launch live on TV3 and Adisa Plus. One night, one house, a brand new journey to find the perfect match.
Perfect Match Extra is sponsored by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil,
Gino Jollof Mix, Gino Hot Pepper Powder,
Frutelli Calipo, Darling XYZ Wine,
Darling.
Thank you for staying with us here on New Day on TV3, and thanks to all who called during the This Morning segment, sharing your views on the key stories that dominated the headlines throughout the week. It's time for us to have the big discussion, and on big issue this morning, we'll start off with the issues relating to the recruitment that is currently taking place into the security agencies. It's one that has got many of you talking. I mean, the recruitment has been challenging. First, we saw what happened when the screening took place, the situation that occurred. Some of the individuals who had applied ended up in the hospitals. Then came the next stage where they had to now take the aptitude test. We are told that it was administered using artificial intelligence, and the results have been put out, and you've had many people complaining about being disqualified. I mean, I have a relative who had applied and was also disqualified as well, and some have shared the questions that they were asked on that particular test, and we also heard from the minority in parliament. The minority leader actually also made reference to someone who had applied into the police service and was being asked about the size of a basketball court, among other things, and the concern being raised also from some quarters by those within the political circles that they believe that their political party is basically in power, and they feel that they should get access to the security service as they had been promised during the campaign period. There are some of those comments that you would find in the news and on social media and on all other platforms. In fact, the MP for Adentan constituency, a video he was addressing the party members, made comments about that. I'll share some of that with you in the course of the discussion as well. But what I want us to do first is to put it within the actual context that it is. I think it's an unemployment situation, and we'll show you the numbers just to put it within context. We're coming up on the screen shortly. First, we are going to look at the slots available, and we'll peg it as against the available situation, more or less, just to try and understand it properly, to enable you know that there are huge numbers. There are huge numbers seeking to be recruited into the security agencies. And so first, we're looking at the agencies that we are dealing with. There is the Ghana Police Service, there is the Immigration, and there is the Fire Service, as well as the Prison Service. Now, the national picture of all the service applications, there are 500,000 applicants, and the slots available in terms of what government through the Ministry of Finance has given financial clearance. You see, it's a wage bill, so the government cannot just wake up and recruit as many people as they can. There has to be financial clearance to ensure that we are going to add these individuals to the wage bill and we'll be able to pay them. So 5,000 slots are available per the clearance that has been obtained, which means that roughly 99% of all applicants will not be recruited. And so one would ask the question that, is it about passing the aptitude test or not? Because if everyone passes, even there will still be a stage where they would have to take some people out, whether they've passed or not, because the slots available are just 5,000 slots. Now we're going to focus on some of the specific security agencies. The Ghana Police Service is the most accessible part. The total applications are so far 130,000. The available slot is 3,000, which puts the acceptance rate at 2.3%, which means that for every 43 individuals that have applied, you're likely to pick just one. So that is how tight it is in terms of getting into the Ghana Police Service. The most applied among the security agencies is the Immigration Service, the Ghana Immigration Service. Let's look at how the numbers look with regards to that. 180,000 individuals have applied wanting to be part of the Ghana Immigration Service. The available slots, just 1,000. The acceptance rate is therefore less than 1%. So we are looking around 0.55%, one position for every 200 applicants. Every 200 applicants, we are looking at one position available. 180,000 have applied. Now, the Fire Service, in terms of the numbers that we know it to be among the other security agencies, they often make the point that they are understaffed, but the applicant pool is over 7 times the size of the existing institution. So those who are seeking to join, 124,000 applicants, they are at least 7 times the current strength. So it means that if, assuming they were to recruit all the 124,000, it will totally destroy their wage bill, because there are more people than even can be recruited. In fact, there are those who within some of these agents are telling us that promotions are becoming a challenge because of the implications on the wage bill. All those are aspects of the conversation that we are going to look at. For the Prison Service, least interest and lowest slots. People are not applying to join if you compare to the other security agencies, but still 71,000 applicants with 500 slots available. And so if you look at it on the scale that is up, you obviously see that those who are applying are also very significant in relation to the slots available. So one position for every 142 applicants as well. And so that is the challenge that we have at hand, the 1% reality in Ghana's service recruitment. And so it's a very big problem that we have to deal with and we have to address. And there are so many angles to take this conversation from. Let me introduce you to my guest in the studio. Abraham Amaleba is Director General, National Road Safety Authority, a legal practitioner, member of the National Democratic Congress as well. Senior, good morning.
Morning.
Thank you for joining us as always. He's been very busy. I saw videos of him with the police, MTTD, and the Minister for Transport as well. Some new technology that they'll be deploying on the roads. If the technology comes to the road, a lot of us are in trouble. All of us really would have to adhere. That's some good technology coming out there.
Yes, it is digitalization of our road our road system, where you would have no more policemen manning our roads, but you have technology, watching over your activities, and then there's a back office that would capture your whether you've jumped traffic lights or you're overspeeding. It will capture you. Then it will be sent to the system where you receive a ticket. You have 14 days within to pay. If you don't pay within 14 days, you have an opportunity to challenge it if you want. They will give you a 6 minutes of your activity whilst you're on the road. If it's traffic lights, if it's overspeeding, they'll give you so that you can review it. And if you see it and you still want to challenge, you can challenge it in court. But 14 days to pay, failure to pay, then it begins to accumulate. Now, what happens if you don't pay? You cannot access DVLA registration again. You cannot do your road worthy again. Then you can also be prosecuted. So it is a way of bringing sanity into our system.
Okay.
And it will take away the human element, where you have to be giving 5 cities to policeman. That will not happen again.
I'll jump Mr. Jantua. He looks like he wants to say something, so I'll jump in quickly. Let me come to Ebo. Ebo Bachman is Deputy Communications Director for the United Party. Ebo, good morning. Thank you for joining us as always.
And let me say a very special good morning to Efojo. Efojo, may the good Lord continue to bless you, to be the kind of good man you are and a good person you are. So this morning, a special shout out to you, Efojo.
Issa Fuseni is also joining us in the studio, a member of the NPP, Director of Communications for the Western Region. Mr. Fuseni, thank you so much for joining us. I think this is your first time coming to the studio.
First time coming.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Kwame Jantua is with us here. He is a legal practitioner, a member of the Convention, a People's Party, an energy analyst as well, and everyone's uncle. Senior, thank you for joining us as always. It's good to see you, actually.
Good to see you too.
I hope you are doing well.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Unfortunately, my sister passed.
Oh.
So, and it's been a difficult 1 week. My younger sister.
Oh, sorry.
It's been a difficult 1 week, and
condolences.
Yeah.
I had to tell my mother, and it wasn't easy, but that's life. It's the only certainty in life. So we know that she's resting. So we take it like that.
Our condolences to you and the family.
The reason why I was kind of chuckling when AB was talking about the new technology, I would wish they would do a pilot scheme first. Because you know what's going to happen? It's going to breed corruption somewhere else. AB indicated that if you don't pay, and I don't know the system that they are going to use to be able to send bills to people. Is it through Momo? What is that system? That education needs to be done. A pilot scheme needs to be done. But where the corruption will come in is those people who gave the what do you call it? The
ticket.
No, not the tickets. When you go to DVLA to test your car, the sticker they give
the
you.
Roadworthy.
The roadworthy. The roadworthy. People go and just pay them money. How do you stop that? If we can block those holes and make sure that those people who are doing the roadworthy will not also use it as a way of making money.
Absolutely.
Then it could work.
Absolutely.
Other than that, we should make sure before it even comes into place, we've covered all the areas that can make this thing not work.
In fact,
it can be a challenge.
Yes, I mean, we would have a conversation at some point on some of our programs here on the reforms that is being rolled out, particularly by the MTTD, and what is being done. Some of the videos I saw.
Been a pilot. Don't forget that this was the law that was going to be passed under Akufo-Addo, and then because they gave everything to Zoom Lion for the towing, there were hue and cry that made the law to be withdrawn. So we have refurbished the law.
Not Zoom Lion, but I get what you're talking about. One of their sister companies.
Yes. So we have piloted it, and people have received dummy, messages.
I've actually received one.
Dummy. We've done all those things are well done. But the only thing that you have said, which I think makes a lot of sense, is the guys at DVLA, whether they will not be passing the buck and be registering the people when they are not supposed to be registered because they have been banned from registering them. So that is where we may have to seek clarification. But as for the test run, we've done it. It's done. It's all right. There's nothing wrong with it.
I would expect that you'd have started from that point, so that everybody would know that what you're doing, you have done a pilot, you understand what it means, and so you are now going into implementation.
Okay. In fact, he said that eventually, so we're on the same page. You saw why I skipped you quickly.
If I hadn't said it, he wouldn't have said it.
You see why I skipped you quickly.
If I hadn't mentioned it, he wouldn't have said it.
The message is when you get it, it's titled caution notice. It's from MTTD. They'll give you the vehicle registration number. They'll give you the name of the vehicle owner or driver. They'll give you the location, and the location are in coordinates. Then they'll give you the date or time, and they also give you the offense that they suspect you may have committed.
So how did they connect with you?
I mean,
through DVLA, your registration.
Yes, the registration, the license,
about those cars
and the vehicle.
What about those cars who don't register?
I mean, all those are all aspects of the conversation that we need, and we'll talk about that in some great detail. But this will be implemented by the Ghana Police Service, one of the agencies that we are discussing this morning. But I want us to listen to the Minister for Interior when he appeared in Parliament and gave a press conference where he spoke about the issues relative to the recruitment into the various security agencies. Let's listen to Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka, the Minister for Interior.
Definitely you have to develop something that will help. You may talk about how fair the thing is or how unfair it is, but what method are you going to use as a way of not using human interference? So that I look at you and say, okay, you can go. You are too short, you can't go. You are too fair, you can't go. That one is too tall. I mean, so you have to use a system that is devoid of human interference to enable the system to carry you to that end. Yes, I know the disappointment. I know the difficulty. But the issue is about joblessness and not issue about the security. And all of us know, you want to get a professional police officer. You want to get a professional immigration officer. You just don't want any person who will go in. I mean, I'm sorry to say this. We are having a challenge with people with mental issues in the service. You have people with drug issues in the service. All these things are things that you use, and through that, some people will fall along the way to enable you get, someone said, about the best of best. So I know a lot of young people may be disappointed, but they should exercise restraint.
These unemployed youths, they go to the center, they say you are supposed to go through aptitude tests, you get under the system and you are locked out. The question, somebody told me, he was asked the question, what is the size of a basketball court? You want to go to police, then you have to answer a question. The AI system that has been deployed must be customized and to ask relevant questions.
That was Minority Leader Alexander Afenyomarke, and earlier on we heard from the Interior Minister Mohammed Muntaka Mubarak as well, and the ranking member on the Defense and Interior Committee also addressed the news conference, Reverend Tim Fojo, where he described the recruitment that is taking place as a Ponzi scheme, and demanding that there should be a probe that should take place into the recruitment that is ongoing, and also a refund of the monies that have been paid by all these individuals who have expressed interest in joining our security services there. But you heard the Minority Leader point out what I believe is the problem, to say that it's a problem of people wanting jobs, and that is a key part of the conversation that we must focus on. Let me start with you next to me, Mr. Hussaini, representing the NPP here, and I mean, the description that your ranking member in Parliament gives to it as a Ponzi scheme, I mean, is that a fair description? I mean, a Ponzi scheme basically it's a fraudulent scheme where people are investing money, but people who are now coming to join is their investment that is being used to give to other people. So it's not like it's profitable necessarily. I mean, is that a fair way of describing people who have just purchased forms and wanting to join the security services, and due to the space problem, not all of them will be joining really?
Yeah, first of all, let me extend my greetings to my colleagues here and the people who are watching from Western region and your cherished viewers. It fits into the narrative that you just mentioned. You know, when they opened the registration portal, it was open for everybody to go in and register. Knowing very well that we were looking for only maybe less than 500 people to employ. And you know it goes with fee. Once you log in, you have to pay. And we are told about 130 million Ghana cedis has been accrued from the login and then the registration, those who want to participate in the security service. So knowing very well that you are not going to recruit all of them, and then you are charging them at exorbitant fees, that everybody thinks that what you are charging goes overboard, because we were criticized when we were in government by the NDC foot soldiers or even NDC communicators that when they are given opportunity, they are not going to charge a peswa. And I remember very well, now the youth employment director, who was a youth leader at that time, Malik Basintali, telling the people that when they are voted to power, MPP used to charge them to recruit them. So they are not going to charge a peswa. They were going to allow everybody to participate because they are Ghanaians. And you don't need to pay anything for employment. That was the promise that was given to the Ghanaian people. Today, they are in power and they are doing otherwise. So we need to remind them. The promise that they made to the Ghanaian people, they told the Ghanaian people that they need not to pay before they are employed. So 130 million Ghana cedis that has been accrued from the services is what the minority is telling them, that they should refund the money to the people. Because if you look at the percentage, about 99% of the youth will not be able to join the security service. Looking at the numbers, because if you look at 500,000 people registered, and I remember, it shows clearly that the unemployment is growing in this country. Looking at the figures, and maybe I will not stick myself with the statistics service figures, but if you are looking at the ordinary figures that we are all seeing, shows clearly that it's growing. Because in 2023-2024 recruitment exercise, the MPP government intend to recruit about 11,000 to 12,000 security personnel. Those who registered online, and the total number was about 90,000 people. And we're being criticized that because of unemployment, look at the number of people who like to join the security service. Not willingly that they want to join the security service, but because of unemployment situation. That is why people are chasing the security service. Today, we are not having 90,000. We are having about 500,000 people chasing the security service. Is it true that the unemployment is the problem? or is the promise that the NDC gave to the Ghanaian people that is leading to that?
I mean, but under the MPP, just to interrogate some of the issues you phrased, under the MPP, the recruitment forms were sold as well, correct?
Yes, of course.
Yes, so I mean, how is that different? Because you were about 90,000 at that point, and the government intended to recruit about 12,000.
Yes.
Which would have meant that people would have paid and their money, they didn't get their money.
Exactly.
So and is it fair to ask government
that was why we were criticized by the opposition government, the NDC, when they were in opposition. They told us that we knew very well that we were not going to employ the 90,000 people that applied online. Yet we issued that and we allowed them to pay for it. And they described that as wickedness on the part of Nana Danko Akufo-Addo's government. And that when given opportunity, they are not going to allow anybody to pay. They will open the portal. If you register and you are qualified, then you'll be recruited. That was what they promised to the Ghanaians. So if they are in power today and they are not doing what they promised to the Ghanaian people and they are doing otherwise, we need to remind them that this is what you promised the Ghanaian people and you are doing otherwise.
I mean, aside from the promise that they made and what they are doing, in principle, do you agree with what is being done?
Yes, of course. You know, to me, I don't have to pay before I get to employ. You understand? I know the government is responsible for recruiting the security personnel. So if you want, like ordinary job that you want to go and apply, if it's an institution that you apply and you are qualified, do you have to pay money before you are employed? No. Why is the security service different? Because they said throughout the training and all the 6 months training that they are going to go through, it's an expenditure that is there. But that has been passed by Parliament and budget allocated to that particular ministry for the recruitment exercise. Why do we charge the Ghanaian people for the same purpose that you have sent to Parliament for approval? You understand? So I don't find it maybe logical that you should charge the Ghanaian people to go on a portal like a student want to check his results or want to check his placement. You need to go and buy a voucher and then you have to log in and then check. It's the same thing that they are applying to the security service. And I don't think it's fair that as a Ghanaian, if you want to join the security service, you need to pay. I don't believe that the developing country that we all know, and that is the process they go through. They pay before they go in for the recruitment. Whilst people are even running away from the country, you know, the previous administration told us, and I tend to believe that not everybody that applies maybe have a sole purpose of joining the security service. But because there is no employment, you have no option than to opt for the security recruitment, because that's the mass recruitment that you can join. The other ones are protocols that you cannot, maybe you don't know anybody to join. But today, even the security service that we are talking about is now a protocol service. Looking at the Minister of Interior, the press conference he had, he was talking to his party people that they exercise patience because the pressure is coming from the party people. And the pressure is coming from the party people based on the promise that the NDC gave to their party people. I remember so well that in Upper East region, Malik Basentali went there and told them that they don't need to even struggle because once they have their MP, the MP will be given 400 slots. And every recruitment, 400 slots will be given to the MP to be given to the constituency. So if you promise these people, and based on that they applied, and today you are telling me that you are not going to, even the entire recruitment...
But to be fair to him, you the politicians, you make these promises to your people.
So is it good for us to continue? So I'm talking of the promise that he made to them. He must fulfill the promise. And then the promise, you see, we need to start holding politicians accountable for whatever they say on platforms.
Okay.
We need to start holding them accountable. Because if you don't do that, everybody can go in and promise somebody and go score free. Okay. You understand? And tell you that it's a political promise. But now that we're putting checks on them, telling them or playing back their ways, will even mitigate that, exorbitant promises that the politicians are giving to the people out there. So to me, the NDC promised them, and one big thing that is escalating, and the people of this country are not taking it lightly, is the promise of the 24-hour economy. That the 24-hour economy was supposed to start this in 2025, based on their manifesto promise. 2025. And 2025, we didn't see anything about 24-hour economy. So what their party people are saying is that now you have only 4 years to govern this country. If I don't put myself forward to get myself employed, if the party gets out of power, for me to get this maybe opportunity of such nature will be very difficult for me. That is why everybody want to be employed in the first year. Other than that, they would have exercised patience bite by bite, and they will all be sought out.
Okay.
But the government is not giving them that opportunity. The 24-hour economy is in limbo. Today, yes, of course, because nobody is talking about 24-hour economy again.
I mean, we all know that the bill was just passed in Parliament.
My brother, the promise to the Ghanaian people was not about authority. Did you hear anybody on this platform telling Ghanaians that they were going to build authority or going to pass a bill and create authority for 24-hour economy before they start the 24-hour economy? No. When they were branding their T-shirts and branding their cars, telling the people that once you are an able man willing to work, and you want to put yourself to serve Ghana, you will be employed.
Okay.
So when you water their appetite like this, and you comes to power, you are now telling me that full 1 year, you use the full 1 year, full 2024, from January to December, including even 3 months into the new year, you are still preparing them for a bill which is in Parliament, or Parliament has passed, and you want to create authority. After the authority, then you then create a job for them. That will be a long process.
Okay.
And let me give you one clear example. MPP, when we promised the youth of this country about employment, we came to power. What we did was that we needed to sort out the Unemployed Graduate Association, which we were having them disturbing the government. So we created this NAPCO. 100,000 people at a go to solve the problem. Even though we told them that NAPCO was not a permanent employment position, but it was a transition that will move the person to a permanent job. You understand? And that first year, it was established.
Okay.
Our famous policy that we preached in 2016 was the education, the free senior high school. It was also implemented in our first year.
That's fine.
So I believe that NDCs will fulfill the promises that they made to the Ghanaian people, and then refund the money that they pay. Those who paid and they are not maybe sorted out, the money should be given back to them. I don't think you should pay and then lose your job at the same time, lose the money that you have invested.
Okay. Let me come to AB across me. And AB, there are those who look at this recruitment and they would say that it's you, the politicians, that you are to blame, basically. I mean, depending on whether you are in or out of power, when you are engaging your supporters, you make promises that you are going to get them recruited into the security services. In fact, we've heard political actors claim that party fanatics have been recruited into the security agencies by virtue of the party being in power. And that's what accounts for this situation where your party is in power now and you have a lot of people who want to join simply sometimes because their party is in power. And you heard Mr. Husseini as well, some of the points that he raised.
Yesterday's press conference for me was the most ludicrous, not ridiculous, ludicrous. It was the most ludicrous, unreasonable, and I must say, foolish press conference I've ever come across.
Those are I mean, strong descriptions.
I meant them.
I mean, to describe it as foolish.
Yeah,
I think just stay within the facts as we know. What about the press conference do you disagree with?
I meant it.
What about the press conference?
Why did you say it's a scam? Do you know what a scam is? It means fraudulent. And do you know what fraudulent is? Something that does not exist. And you ask people to go for it. You don't have a room to rent. And you say, I have a room. Come and you take somebody's money. That's fraud. Are there vacancies there or not? Do we have vacancies in the army or not? The answer is yes. Have people been employed to enter those vacancies or not? They have been employed. They are going through the process to go into those vacancies. Where is the scam? Where is the scam? And the man who led that press conference of late has been making now ridiculous. The first one was ludicrous. The second one is now making ridiculous statements. He's notorious for making statements that are illogical. One of his statements recently was that because we don't have a defense minister, that's why some people were killed in Burkina Faso. And when you ask him for, they say the terrorists will look at your structure, your architecture, your security architecture before they will attack. Wasn't there a defense minister or defense secretary in the US when 9/11 happened? Or there was no this thing. Let's assume that Mwanimboama was still alive. Was he going to go with the people to Burkina Faso and fight? What kind of logic is that? And I think he's better off staying as a reverend minister than dabbling in the things that he's doing. His statements are always out of touch. Doesn't make sense. Defense minister is on there. That's why they kill tomatoes. People who are buying tomatoes. Can you imagine? Where's the logic? Now you come and say it's a scam. How is that a scam? And I find your marking. Check. Aptitude test also tests your knowledge in spatial views. Aptitude test, and I'm telling him, he should listen. Aptitude test also tests your knowledge in spatial, S-P-A-T-I-A-L, spatial views. It tests it too. It also tests it. Let's be slow. And a simple Google will just do it for you. A simple Google will do it for you. Nowadays, nobody goes to the library for anything. Nobody goes for the dictionary. A simple Google would let you know that aptitude test also tests your spatial view or knowledge of your spatial view. So when they say tennis ball, a tennis court, it's a spatial view, your knowledge of it. So it's not out of place. Look, he landed on something. I'm going to continue with that. That we should return monies to people who applied. Have they returned Kennedy Japan's money to him? The MPP, I'm asking them, have they returned, who is the other, Brian Champo, have they returned their money to them? Who is the third one? Kobna Japan, have they returned their money to them? You point one finger at your opponent, four are pointing at you. Have you returned those monies to them?
You mean the monies they paid to contest? They paid to contest,
yes.
Yes.
Okay. So it means
if
these people are contesting.
I'll give you the chance.
Oh, okay.
Get back.
You don't know what we call apply, and then you pay a fee for application fee. What did you call those your forms? You don't know that. You are saying that they should return application monies to them. And I'm saying that those who also contested also applied. They took forms and applied. Have you returned those monies to them? See, he has gone on and gone on. The 24-hour economy promise was made and it is being rolled out. Do they want us to start a program like they started their free senior high school, where our children were sleeping with cockroaches? They didn't plan for it? Is that what they want? Or they've forgotten? When our children were sleeping, converted toilets into rooms in our secondary schools. Is that what they want? And that when we said that we're going to roll out 24 hours, we didn't talk about authority. Can you imagine? Don't you need to put in place structures? And when you are putting in place structures, don't you back it by law? How is that out of place? How is that an issue out of place? You have a government that is meticulous, unlike your government that was in a haste and had its fingers bent. The next point is, I can understand on humanitarian grounds, again, on humanitarian grounds, you could say that government can return part of their money, the applicants' monies to them on humanitarian grounds. And that when you make that call, I will support in that call. But to prefix your call for the returns of the money to a Ponzi scheme, it doesn't sit well with me, because this government did not hoodwink people. Under their regime, and you made mention of that, there were some number of candidates who wanted to join the army. Some numbers were taken, others were not taken. Did they return the monies to them? Did they return those monies to them? You mount the high moral ground and start pontificating as if we didn't see you in government. You were abysmal in government. And you cannot be making some suggestions as if when you were there, you provided the people of this country with better solutions. The other one too is this. If we are saying that the recruitments are as a result of the number of vacancies and government clearance is what resulted in the fewer numbers that we took, then how do we resolve that matter? In years gone by, apart from the first recruitment they did that you mentioned, these people never did public announcement of recruitment.
That is not true.
They never did public announcement. You were there in your vicinity. And if you couldn't see somebody, then they say, oh, he's gone, he's under military training. Oh, he's under police training. When the then Minister of Interior was invited to Parliament to explain why they don't publish their recruitment, that, oh, because we invited people to come and they were backlog. When the next recruitment comes, we just go to the backlog and bring them. That's what Ambroderity said to Parliament. Answering to a question why they don't make public announcement for recruitment. And you come and sit here. If you were doing public announcement in your last 8 years or 7 years, because you did it once, 7 years, these numbers we are seeing would have been reduced. You were not doing announcement. You were there, and then when you don't see your colleague in your area, then you ask, they now call your training. That's the kind of recruitment they were doing. That was the kind of recruitment they were doing.
Where you federal it out.
That was the kind of recruitment they were doing. So I think that I will support the call for government on humanitarian grounds. If they cannot return all monies, part of it should be given back to the applicants who were not successful. Part of it. And then also, I think that it is important for the Interior Ministry to also explain more properly to the people of this country. Some of the utterances don't sit well. You must explain calmly to the people, and then they will understand why the numbers are huge and we can't pick all. So that's...
I mean, just a final issue I want you to deal with before I come to Ebo. I mean, you're a member of the NDC. Have you heard some of the concerns that members of your party, young people who campaign for the party, have you heard some of the concerns they've expressed with regards to this recruitment?
I have, and not just only NDC people. I've also heard people who do not belong to any political party even calling me and sending me messages to intervene. I've seen that. Everybody who raises concern about the recruitment is a Ghanaian. So I've heard NDC people that I know they are NDC, and I've also heard people who I don't know their political colors, but because they know me to be an NDC person, they have approached me. The text messages are here. So it's not only NDC people who have raised concern, but the concerns cut across. And so it is a national issue. It's not just an NDC matter. It's a national issue. But to be honest, too, the numbers are huge because our predecessors did not do public announcement for people to come for recruitment. The numbers are coming from the last 7 years to this time. And so there are going to be more recruitments, and the NDC will do more public announcement. It's not going to be when you are sitting with somebody, then he's gone for training. So this just for the last year, 2025, 2026. 2026, 2027 will come, and all these people will have their way. And I understand that also is because of the IMF policy. That's why the numbers are also reduced. But if we are able to go out of the IMF policy, there's a chance to increase the numbers to ensure that we recruit more people into the security services. That will not affect the budget.
And earlier on, we made reference to the press conference that was addressed by the ranking member. Some of you are sending messages. You're asking me whether some of the things we are attributing to him to have said, whether he actually said them. We can listen to him, the ranking member of the Defense and Interior Committee of Parliament, Reverend Tim Fojo, when he addressed the news conference yesterday.
Without a doubt, the structure of this recruitment exercise is akin to a Ponzi scheme, criminally crafted to defraud over 500,000, 500,000 unemployed innocent Ghanaian youth. Having widely made recruitment into the security services a major NDC campaign promise in 2024, over 506,000 Ghanaian youth responded to the government's call in 2025 and applied to join various security services under the Ministry of Interior, namely Ghana Police Service, Ghana Immigration Service, Ghana National Fire Service, and the Ghana Prison Service. These young men and women, full of hope and patriotism, were made to believe that they were being offered genuine opportunity to serve their country and secure a dignified livelihood. However, the Minister for Interior in a press conference yesterday at this same venue, to the utter shock of the nation, indicated that only 5,000 applicants will be recruited from this enormous pool of applicants. This revelation has left hundreds of thousands of hopeful applicants devastated, disillusioned, and feeling exploited. The fundamental question that must be asked is this: if the government intended to recruit only 5,000 personnel, as the Minister for Interior disclosed yesterday, why should the government go ahead to overpromise and lure over 506,000 unsuspecting young people to go through this costly and emotionally exhausting process? It's most unconscionable. Even more misleading and exploitative is the decision by this government, politically motivated decision, to increase recruitment age limits from 25 to 35 years. So as they were expanding the age limit from 25 in the previous state of school to 35, the signal to the whole Ghana is that now there's more space. So even additional 10-year-older people can apply.
That's Reverend Tim Fojo. He is the ranking member on Parliament's Defense and Interior Committee and a member of the New Patriotic Party as well. Let me bring in Ebo Backman with the United Party. Ebo, for those of you who were asking, sending messages, whether he said some of the things that we have attributed to him around the table, I mean, you heard him there make reference to people being lured. I don't have to go over what he said again. Ebo, you had a minority view there.
Yeah. Let me first caution the youth. I think they shouldn't allow themselves to be used as pawns in the chess game of politics. The politicians would always want to exploit the vulnerabilities of the youth to their advantage, and they need to be careful. I've said it. When politicians speak, don't only hear or listen to what they say, watch their actions and what they have done. Let what they do speak to you loudly than what they say. You see, Tim Fojo is now using words like criminally crafted and Ponzi scheme, because when he lied that cocaine had been brought into the country, nothing was done to him. He was allowed to go scot-free. So he's got the effrontery to be saying things, to be using certain adjectives. You need to be very serious in this country. I agree with AB that some of the things he's been saying, sometimes you wonder whether politics is where he should belong to. He's a friend, but I think, okay, let me look at the issues, you see, and let me address these two issues. The issue of the numbers. People are saying, and from what he even read, that because they were going to take 5,000 and they allowed 500,000 people to apply, it amounts to Ponzi scheme. The number should even be more than 500,000. The essence of the numbers going up is that you are giving equal opportunity to the number of people. So if you say you are cutting it to, let's say, 100,000, what about the 400,000? Give them opportunity as well. We are talking about giving equal opportunity to people to access the system. How are you getting the point I'm making? So the issue is not about the numbers. Because if you are going to, let's say you are going to recruit 5,000, so we sell 5,000 forms. What about others? Why didn't you give them opportunity as well? So the numbers issue, the argument is flawed completely. For me, what is important, issue we need to address the issue of fees. I have said it on record that we should make budgetary allocation for, if you know we are going to sell or we are going to, we expect this number of people, we should make budgetary allocation so that people don't have to pay fees because they are coming to serve their nation and they don't have to pay to serve. But you see, it shouldn't be MPP. It shouldn't be the MPP to be saying these things because the recruitment system they had was very bad, extremely bad. One, they sold forms like the forms are being sold today. Two, slots were given to their executives. Constituency executives, the chairman will get a higher number, the secretary will get the number. They sold it, they gave the slot, and the people in turn sold them.
I mean, those are allegations.
They are no allegations. You see, let me give you an example. Let me learn.
I'm saying that the allegation that slots were given to chairman and secretary, and they proceeded to sell them. Yeah. Those allegations that you and I are around this table at this moment we can't. No, let me
tell you something. I was on the show with Kofi Ofosun Kansa. You remember he was invited by the NIB at a point in time. Okay. I was on a show with him when he made that allegation. Before he made the scholarship allegation, he had openly told Ghanaians that his party was giving slot to executives who were selling them. So the party people were not happy. He said it.
Yeah, but I mean, it still comes back to the same point. You agree with me that you and I, we can't confirm the veracity of that claim. You agree with that?
So if MPP person makes this.
No, as in we independently confirming that because you see the statement you made earlier on.
Because what he said only confirmed what I knew. Because I'm Cape Coast. I don't want to mention names here this morning, but I'm from Cape Coast. So these things are very common.
Flow, but let's just.
These things are common knowledge in the system. Now listen to this. You see, so let's make it clear. The youth, the numbers is not a problem. I am advocating that maybe henceforth we shouldn't charge them, or they should apply without paying, so that if you're going to pay, maybe after you've been recruited, then you can be made to pay. That one, it makes sense because that time, you know, you are going to get a job to do, so you paying it will not be a problem.
Well, now, when you are going for medical, because medicals, it requires medical equipment, so that one.
Yeah. You see, let's make this point. On this 24-hour economy, you see, the reason why MPP failed woefully with some of their policies, they didn't think through them well. I can give you an example. And I'm surprised my brother talked about NAPCO. NAPCO was the most useless and senseless policy any government can run.
That's your baby.
Very useless and senseless. I mean, you have about 4 billion to spend. And you have to just ask youth to go to this office every month, I'll give you 700 Ghana. I mean, who does that? I did some calculation. Let me give you this calculation. I look at the issue of National Cathedral, the money we wasted. I converted it, I multiplied it by 15 cities at a time. I had 1 billion 450 million, so 1.45 billion. I look at the National Service Scheme, the 2.4 billion that was stolen through ghost names. Then I look at NAPCO, which is about 4 billion. In fact, it's more than 4 billion, but I use 4 billion. If you do the calculation, you have about 7.85 billion. So I said 500,000 youth applied to go to the security service. So I divided it by 500,000. And you know how much I have per person? 15,700. So it means if we had managed our resources well, each person, the youth who went out there, could have been given 15,000 to start a sort of business. If you put 10 together, you have about 157,000 Ghana They can start some sachet water business, or they can start some bread baking business. They can start something. So it goes back to the issue of corruption, mismanagement, and wasteful expenditure. Are you getting it? And I've given you an example of NABCO. Now, another one. Let's look at this issue. Very important. He's talking about 24-hour economy. And I said MPP failed because they didn't think through some of the policies. Planting for food and jobs. Even look at a very fantastic program like One District, One Factory. Look at the way they treated it as a political party because of their own internal politics. Very important, your flagship program, your flagship industrialization program. Look at the way the program was treated because the fact that it was Alan Chamantin's baby against useless NABCO, Baomia's baby. Look at the amount of money that was spent on NABCO and the amount of money that was spent on One District, One Factory. And you know the priorities they had. They didn't even think about the youth when they were making that expenditure because they were thinking about making somebody their candidate. Now, listen, there's no way this government, and be fair to the government in respect of the 24-hour economy, there's no way 24-hour economy could have been implemented on a very weak economy like the one that was given to them by the MPP.
Really?
Very weak. I've told you, this economy, Ghana's economy at a point became an orphan.
But they said it was a junk.
I'm coming. The economy itself became an orphan.
We'll talk about it.
And why did the economy become an orphan?
These people, they will talk about what?
What?
No, listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me.
Didn't Akufo say that?
He says the name. He says the name.
I'm okay.
He says the name.
I'm okay.
I'm saying that
Just let him flow.
the economy that was handed to the NDC. Listen to this. I said the economy became an orphan. Why? Nanado disowned the economy. When he was questioned that, okay, given what is happening, 2023, what are you going to do about the economy? So I can't do anything about it. My successor will come and do it. He disowned the economy. Bawumia, he ran away from the economy to digitalization. He abandoned the economy. So Ghana's economy became orphan. Why can Ofurata also, siphon the blood of the economy? The two, one disowned, one abandoned the economy. You want a 24-hour economy to be implemented on this weak economy? So the first important thing this government needed to do was stabilization of the economy. Very important. Because if you don't stabilize the economy, you are running inflation of 23%, your exchange rate is wobbling, your interest rate, very important issue, was between 35 to 40%. You want 24-hour economy to be run on these figures? So they did the wisest thing to do was to stabilize the economy, which is they have done. After that, they've given you a law so that the 24-hour economy will now have legal backing. So you are step by step. If you're able to do it well, I'm telling you, the youth are going to benefit from 24-hour economy. I have read a document. My only problem is that in Ghana, we can have a very beautiful document. But when it comes to implementation, we sometimes get it wrong. If you're able to do that, I am telling you. But the bigger picture, my brother, the bigger picture, let's forget about the noise coming from MPP. They have nothing to offer this country. 8 years, unemployment rate moved from 8% to 14%. Obviously, they have nothing to offer. The most important we need to look at, it's not what is happening. What is happening is as a result of an antecedent cause. Our education system, the kind of graduates we are producing every year, check the number of graduates who come out. How many of them can be able to start their own business based on the kind of training we gave them in school? We don't give them such training. Entrepreneurship is not taught. It's only you go to school of business that they'll teach entrepreneurship. Yet, everyone is potential entrepreneur. What kind of education system are we having? What kind of student are we churning out every year? Are you getting the point? Very important. Because, let me tell you, I gave you an example. If I gave you these figures, that if you have about 10 people coming together to start a business, what kind of training do they have? The appetite to even start business should start from the classroom. Two, the issue of the private sector empowerment. Because whether you like it or not, look at the figures. Just look at the figures. Just look at the figures. 500,000 people looking for a job, only 5,000. Think about it. Every year, look at the number of universities we have in this country. The number of students who come out every year from each of the universities and the job availability. This is serious national security issue. That is why I'm cautioning the youth. Don't allow yourself to be used as pawns in this game.
Okay.
The political parties who did nothing for you in the last 8 years are now pontificating as if they are empathizing with you. They only want your vote again. If we take our time as a nation and implement policies like what we have in a 24-hour economy, the agri policies, the industrialization policies, the tourism policies, if we're able to do them well, let's take our time. Let's take our time. Let's not allow politicians to lie to you. You see, let me tell you something. I sympathize with the Interior Minister. Issa said, Basintale said when they came to power, they were going to give slot to their party members. Is that what they did? No. If you listen to the man, I listened to him in Parliament. He said they wanted to, depart from the old way of doing things, and that they didn't want the human intervention, so that people can manipulate the system to favor people over others. So he wanted fairness. I mean, even that idea of fairness is good for the country. We don't have to divide the country between only NDC and MPP. There are people who don't do politics. There are people, if you say NDC, MPP, CPP, there are people who don't do politics at all. Okay. Are we saying that they shouldn't be given opportunity? So the man did the right thing. For me, what we need to do is to tackle the issue of private sector and how we can expand the private sector for them to employ more people. But as for marking and the issue of the size of basketball court, you see, the people who applied as sportsmen, there are people who apply to be police people as sportsmen. So if you apply as sportsman, there should be a question for you there. Okay. Are you getting it? Right. So it wasn't out of place at all.
Let me come to Mr. Jantua. And Mr. Jantua, I mean, you are very experienced. You've been around for a while. Do you see over the years that how recruitment is being done? Have you seen it change? And number two, do you get a sense that there's a growing interest, or is basically the unemployment drive that is pushing people? Because if you talk to older people, people wanting to join the security agencies was not necessarily attractive some time back. You agree with that?
A growing interest. People are desperate. People are desperate. Wake up in the morning. Good morning to our viewers and good morning to my fellow panelists. People are desperate. Wake up in the morning, especially youth. No job, no money in their pockets. And some of them sometimes are pushed to do things that they don't want to do. But, Akable, isn't it rich for the MPP to say today that we should hold politicians responsible for what they say and what they promise? Isn't it rich? Didn't Issa say that? That we should hold politicians responsible. Now I understand why they didn't want to come on your platform. Have they held politicians responsible in their party for what they did? And if they don't understand English, they shouldn't use certain words. Did they understand what it means by Ponzi scheme? So let me ask, National Cathedral, was it a Ponzi scheme? National Cathedral, that we dug so much money in, and we didn't see one pillar. Was that a Ponzi scheme? If they don't understand English, they shouldn't use certain words. Do you know what a Ponzi scheme is? A Ponzi scheme is where someone says he's going to invest money in your business, and from the profit, that's where you get something back. But they don't use that money. They circle the money round that you've given them. How does that relate to this? They should speak tree, rather. Look, for me, one of the major challenges with this particular situation was that from the word go, the police, the immigration, the fire service, and the prisons should have told everybody how many slots were available. Should have told them, police, we have only 3,000 slots. Immigration, we have only 1,000 slots. Fire service, that one we didn't see the slots, but they had 124,000 applicants. Prisons, 500 slots. From the word go. That's the first thing. Number two, they should have told everybody the process of being able to what? Go through aptitude test, physical assessment, medical exam, and interviews. Remember.
Those ones were told.
Remember, was it instituted? Did they understand it? Remember, 105,000 applicants are going to go through the medical stage. Some would fail. Some would fail. So even those who they have taken, they are still going to go through a process that would cut them down. Make it clear for everybody to understand what it means. But then I ask the question, what is the basis for the security service recruitment? What is the basis? If you do not expand the security services, how do you take people in? And if you look at police, immigration, fire service, prisons, look, with all these you can expand, especially fire service. Especially fire service. How many fire service stations do we have in Ghana today? How many fire service tanks do we have in Ghana today? When fire breaks out in certain areas, marketplaces, people's houses, just recently, last week, a cousin's house got burnt. It took the fire service 45 minutes to get there. If we are able to open fire service throughout the country, every region has about 10. Every region has about 10. Isn't that employment? Doesn't that increase employment? Police. How many people are in our police service? Do we not need more police? And if we are to build more infrastructure, wouldn't we hire more people? Wouldn't it open up? Prison service. When was the last prison we built in this country? Are we not using the old ones?
I mean, the last one I remember was by a church that built it recently.
And I'm saying, even the current ones we have, if we were to expand them into larger prisons, would we not require more people to be recruited? So I ask the question, what is the basis of security service recruitment? But you see, the challenge has been, we have turned that particular employment into party infrastructure. Both MPP and NDC, they have ruled us for the last 30 years. They have used it for their party favors. And now they actually go on party platforms during elections to say that when security said, we will take out. Is it for only MPP and NDC? Isn't it for Ghanaians? So if we don't shift our mindset out of that thing we have, that the security service, if MPP comes in, is for our supporters. If NDC comes in, it's for our supporters. If he becomes for our supporters. We should stop that thinking and be able to target it properly. This is why I keep saying, the National Development Plan is key. Because it tells us what is required. Right now, do we know how many people are thrown in prison every year? Go to the prisons. Isn't it congested? Have we built any new prisons? No. So if where the security service where we are trying to employ people is already congested, how do we get more people in? Today, with all the that is going on around in West Africa, the terrorism that's going on in West Africa, don't we need more immigration people? The end point is ability to pay. Can government pay these people? And that is where I agree with Ebo. Look, the private sector is such that we have put it on the back burner. But it's the private sector that can employ quite a number of people. The government sector, whatever you do, there is a certain quantum they can employ. They can't go over that. Because first of all, ability to pay is difficult. Secondly, the number of people who want to get into government, is restricted. So it's the private sector that you can push. That's why sometimes when I see our presidents traveling and they take party people, I ask myself, why are you taking party people? Take business people. And Angela Merkel, when she came here, who did she come with? Who did she come with? It's the business people. That visit that she came, What has it produced? Haven't car, assembly plants being put here? And those car assembly plants, hasn't it created employment? So when our presidents are traveling, they should go with the private sector, so that they meet the private sector out there, and the private sector out there will say, we are interested in doing this in your country. Then they will team up with them, they come and they build, and then we can employ. Because it is sad, especially where our education system does not link into employment at the end of a period where somebody has gone into university. So I'll end by saying, we should make sure that if we are going to do such recruitment, we should link it to the expansion of the economy. We should link it to the expansion of the areas where we want to employ, so that we don't get this kind of situation. 200, how much did they pay for the what do you call
220 cedis.
220 cedis. Is that exorbitant? Can we claim it as exorbitant? If we can claim it as exorbitant, and we need, because the youth are struggling and don't have work, what AB said, I think I go with it. On humanitarian grounds, let's see if we can give them back some of them. However, when you apply for a job and they say come and pay, when you pay, you don't get your money back. Do you? Do you get your money back? When we go and get visa in all these embassies, and they tell us to pay, and we don't get the visa, do they give us our money back? Do we complain? We don't complain. So let's try as much as possible to structure these types of employment properly, the basis of it, and how we can expand the economy to get more people in. Amen. Now, just to finish off, the one district, the what do you call it, the 24-hour economy. Shouldn't it have been structured? Shouldn't it have been structured? Should the government have just come up and just started it? When I heard the authority, what came to me was that they are trying to structure it so that it follows a certain structure.
Okay.
So that you can pinpoint if there are potholes in what they are doing. When they did one district, one factory, they structure it. In the end, what happened? Fantastic idea. Did it not collapse? What do you call it? The agricultural one. Planting for food and jobs. I always use this as an example. When you look at that document, fantastic document. No two ways about it. It was a fantastic document. How did they implement it? Please,
Mr. Fuseni, you made some notes, some reactions.
Yes.
Just do that for me in a minute as we wrap up.
I think a minute. You restrict you to a minute.
I'll give you 2 minutes.
No problem. Let me try my best. But there are so many things that I need to respond to. The fact of the matter still remains. My senior brother, Amalaba, spent a lot of time attacking the personality or the persona of Ntim Fojo. And for me, it's irrelevant. So for you to attack his persona, attack the issue. Whether the issue raised in the press conference is very important. That is what we are looking at. And throughout the three people with me, their analysis, all of them end up appealing to the government that if there should be the need, they should refund the money to the people, those who haven't got the opportunity to enter into the security. You agree with the press conference. No. Yet, I'm coming.
That statement was in agreement. Everyone is going to get the extra time as well. I beg you. Let's
go. When we were talking, so you all concluded, because it was part of the statement, the Ntim Fojo's press statement, he made mention that about 130 million Ghana cedis accrued from that should be refunded to the people. And you all alluded to that. You can't tell me that you didn't say it. You understand? And it's not also true, it's not factually true, that the MPP government throughout the 7 years accrued those numbers. And they are now coming to recruit them, 500,000 people. It's not true. MPP through 2017 we have recruited, we had a financial clearance of 3,500 in 2017. And we recruited them. In 2018, we had 3,500, which was also approved by Parliament. In 2019, there was no recruitment because of COVID. In 2021, we recruited 2,057 people. In 2022, we recruited 3,208. And then 2023 and 2024 was the final one that we recruited. And that was the 11,000 to 12,000 personnel that we got a financial clearance from Ministry of Finance. So you cannot tell me that over the years, the MPP government did nothing about recruitment. Then he made mention of another, he said, the party people, MPP, we allocated the slots to our party people. I dare him. The current recruitment slots has been shared to all constituency executives, all MMDCs, and all CEOs.
I mean, but it comes back to the same point here.
So
when he made a point, I drew his attention to it.
Let me tell you
because
something.
I'm saying that you and I sitting here, if I ask you now to mention one person that you know for a fact has gotten a
my
slot,
brother, we are all. Has he been able to prove his point?
That's why I drew his
and
attention.
I'm telling you that. No, I'm coming.
No, but you remember I drew his attention.
We are living with them in our various constituencies.
Yeah, but those are not
so
things
we
that
know.
Those are things that if you say and they take on the platform, we cannot
that
justify.
That means he should not push it to
so
the
I
MPP
drew his
government.
attention when he did.
So, yes.
You remember I did that.
So push it and make it look like MPP government when we were in government, we were recruiting them. And it's not also true that we were recruiting people silently without publicly advertising it. There was a financial clearance and there was a parliamentary approval in Parliament. There is no recruitment that has been done in this country without the approval of Parliament. And you know, the numbers today that you are talking about, I heard Mr. Jantua talking about the numbers should have been high for the security services and the fire service. The NDC government promised in their manifesto that in their first year they were going to recruit about 12,000 personnel for fire service.
Please quote me well. Oh.
And it's there.
Please quote me
fire service alone, 12,000. Today, both fire service and then immigration and all the security services total to about 500 people. And you promised them that you were going to recruit 12,000. Currently on the table, the request from the security sector, about 30,000 people that they need. But the government was only able to clear or
but they can't
produce a financial clearance of only
they can't recruit all of that at a go. You agree with me on that?
I agree. Okay. But the number is overwhelming.
No problem.
So let me finish by also landing on this one. He made another point.
Do that for me quickly.
My brother also made another point that because of unemployment in the past, that has made all this, and they've opened the portal to all Ghanaians. Let me tell you, the portal that was opened under the MPP government was not opened by the minister. It was the security agencies that created their portal and opened it to the Ghanaian people. So whoever was applying from his hometown was applying as a Ghanaian and not MPP. We didn't share it among ourselves.
I mean, what was the difference? I'm not sure I get you.
What I'm trying to tell you is
because if the minister opens it, everyone anywhere can also apply.
No, but it's not a duty of the minister to recruit. I mean, or you know that.
Yeah, but yes, but I'm saying that whoever opens it is accessible to everyone.
No, it's not the minister's responsibility for this recruiting people. The minister's oversight responsibility is to make sure that he look after the recruitment. Okay, so that when there's a problem, the minister can intervene. Okay. Today, if there's a problem, who are you going to intervene? Who is going to intervene? The president?
Okay.
Now that there is a problem, it's the president that is to intervene, and not the minister.
Okay.
So that is the way we are talking.
That's fine.
So to conclude, I'm trying to say that this recruitment that they created upon themselves because they promised the Ghanaian people. What they promise is what I'm telling them. Okay. And try to fulfill whatever you have promised to the people, and stop telling us that we've done it in the past.
Okay. About 1 minute.
Yeah, my position is clear. I think we need to ignore the MPP. They are not even serious. I saw them with yams in Parliament also. They are not serious. They are not serious. We didn't take them seriously. Let's be focused and see how we can build this nation.
Well, you are feeling your promises.
You see, I've not promised anyone. I'm not in government.
You are not in government?
I'm not in government, yes.
I'm
not in government. You see, the point is that, you see, if you ignore them and you focus on the big issue, which is the issue of unemployment and how we can solve the issue, I think it will be good for all of us. That's why I want to emphasize or I want to reiterate this issue of our education system. I don't think from SS to university should be continuous. I mean, it shouldn't be automatic. After SS, we can begin to teach our children to become entrepreneurs. Okay. People can work 4 or 5, 2, 3 years before they go to the university. So between secondary school and a university, we can have a program that can. You see, there are people who go to the university because it's as if it's automatic. But when you give them a certain opportunity, they will be able to become other entrepreneurs, or they become even inside Juma, some kind of thing. So artisans. Artisans. We should be able to do that. And as I said, he was talking about recruitment. He was talking about you recruited 2,000, 3,000. You collapse the private sector with your bad policies and corruption and mismanagement. Sector? Yeah, you collapse the private sector to the extent that people were.
The data is out there. You have
no. The private sector was. But how were you expecting? How were you expecting?
You can show the data.
No. Okay. It's my time. So let me speak. How were you expecting a private sector person to go and take a loan of 35% to 40% to expand his business? How were you expecting him to do that? Okay. With the inflation, the kind of inflation, yes, the inflation. So Joe, let me conclude on this. So I just want to appeal to this government. Every eye is on the 24-hour economy. Please, let's see how best it can be implemented to benefit the youth in this country. The youth have become more or less hopeless, and they seem to have hope in this government. Let's not disappoint them. Let's not disappoint them. And let's do things that will make them useful in this country. I mean, the problem is too much.
But they want to capture you on record. Let him clarify so that you can capture him on record.
No, what he said is no, Mr. President, yes.
No. Something. What did I say?
You said the youth are hopeless. You said so. Yeah. So let it be on record that today the youth are hopeless. And you are saying that they now have hope.
But this is simple English.
Did you get it?
No, the simple English. I'm saying that the youth are hopeless. That is why when you open this, you have about 500,000 people looking for jobs. And I'm asking you a question. In your 8 years, what did you do for the youth?
In our 8 years.
8 years as a government. A government is 1 year. A government is 1 year. You had 8 good years. 8 good years.
We did for the youth in this country. Just to give me the opportunity.
So why did unemployment? Why did the unemployment rise from 8% to 14% in your time?
But
Mr. President,
no. Giving me
give him. When he's speaking, suit your time. Why did unemployment increase from 8% to 14% under your government?
Hold on for me. Mr. Jantua, you have a minute, any reaction?
The bigger question is, how do you create viable employment? How do we create viable employment for the youth? Especially the youth making, what? Is it 75% of our population? How do we get them into work? How do we show the ability to be able to pay these youth, especially if they are being employed in the public sector? That discussion needs to be had in terms of how we create employment, in terms of how we segregate. Look, I've always used the Nkrumah way of doing things. He realized it's not everybody who can go to university. It's not everybody who knows mathematics. It's not everybody who knows book. But there are some people who don't know nothing about academics, but if you put them into artisanship, you will see the best out of them. So he built technical institutions, and you had the option. If you knew you weren't good academically, you could go to the technical school. In his time, Ghanaians were the most technical, experienced, and skilled people in West Africa. Go to Nigeria, they will tell you. Once upon a time, it was Ghanaian teachers, Ghanaian artisans who were handling our economy. So we need to plan how we create these jobs. And it's even better now. Because why? We are trying to get Africa together. So there are a lot of opportunities for young people. How do we target it to create well-meaning jobs for people?
All right.
You see, what do you call it? People who have finished university driving Uber. It is painful. It is painful. But they have to survive because they don't want to go and do anything untoward. But it is painful that you spend X number of years in university and you come and drive Uber. Even today, people in our profession, lawyers, they are struggling. Those who start, they are struggling. It's not easy. So we need to be able to sit as a nation. And the MPP should stop all this everyday opposition. You have to talk something, you have to talk something. They should come together. It's a national issue. They should come together and let's all
advise the NDC. He didn't advise them when they were in opposition. He's advising us when we are in opposition. That's my uncle.
Listen,
I call him my uncle.
Listen. Where I sit, it is Ghana that is most important to me. Yeah. Whether left or right. And there are certain issues I keep saying are national issues. We shouldn't play ping pong with those issues. We should be able to sit together as a country to deal with it. Because look, very soon, a lot of all our leaders, be gone. Who will take over? Those young ones that we are trying to find jobs for them. If they are not skilled enough, will they be able to handle this country? Okay. They won't.
Look, maybe I'll give you the final word on this issue.
How is describing a press conference stupid amount to attacking the person? Now the press conference is a human being. See the logic? I said the press conference is ludicrous, unreasonable, and stupid. I didn't say the man is what and stupid. Describing the press conference as stupid amounts to attacking the person. What kind of logic is that?
Addressed by someone.
Can you imagine? So you can't separate the two?
Human being.
So you can't separate the two?
There was a human being there.
You can't separate a mango from the tree?
We don't have press conference.
You can't say that the mango. You can't say that the mango.
It was not AI presented.
The mango gives shade.
You can't say the mango is rotten, so the tree is bad. You can't say that.
But you can also say that there is no tree.
Now,
you can also say that there is a tree that produce the mango.
Wait.
So if you are talking, you have to make the two. Let it reflect.
Somebody who described a whole government as a Ponzi and introduced a Ponzi scheme is now shivering because we say his press conference is stupid. You see their sense of entitlement. When I spoke about refund, and in communication, context is important. I don't know whether they don't give you communication lessons in your MPP. Context is important. You are saying we should refund because it was a Ponzi scheme. We say refund because on humanitarian grounds. How is that the same? Context in communication is very important. The next one, we never say you didn't do recruitment. We say you didn't publicize it. We were sitting in the house, then you and your friend will be going out drinking. Then the next day you hear he's gone to training.
You didn't
then we say, where is that coming from?
Mr. Hussein, when is
that coming from?
He's replying to.
But that's the point. I'm saying that when you were speaking, I gave you 2 minutes. You did about 5 minutes. They all kept quiet and listened to you.
Listen.
When they wanted to intervene, I allowed them.
Listen to me. What I'm saying is that I didn't say he said it.
No, so that's fine. So you let him make his point.
You understand?
Let him make his point.
That's even a lie.
Said it.
Yeah, so you hold on. Let him.
That's even a lie to say that he didn't say. He was pointing at when you said. Wasn't he responding that way? Blatant lie. What kind of behavior is that? Now, what was I saying?
You're talking about the secret recruitment. You said about whether they did
so because of that,
the secret recruitment. And I've said that now
because it's my first time. Is that so?
40%. Look.
But that's what he's trying to do.
We say you should be in line. Look.
Be in line.
Why did the numbers increase? Does he know that the numbers increased because the NDC reduced the price to pay for the forms? They were selling the forms at 350. NDC reduced it to 200 and 250. So it brought in more people. And you sit here and you say that is because unemployment is rising. When you don't have figures for that. In any case, he referred to me as a senior. I don't know whether I'm older than him. So I'm not a senior. Then, lastly,
everywhere should be underlined.
He's giving you respect.
No, I know him very well. He doesn't know me, but
I don't want that respect.
I know him very well.
Lastly, let me say this. That when the MPP was deducting monies paid by the youth to that money when they were investing in this football things, what is it? Betting. They didn't know that the youth needed money. They didn't know that when they were taking money from the youth.
You mean the betting tax?
The betting tax. When
you say it the way you said it means something else.
No, it doesn't mean anything. It means the same thing. The people were they are investors, so they were investing in football activities. Then you, without any suffering, go and take the money from them.
Okay.
And then you think that the youth doesn't know between the NDC and the MPP who loves them most.
Okay.
You think the youth are forgotten? What kind of people are this?
Okay, we are going to wrap up on the clock sag issue. We are just going to do a single take, just a minute around the table. We know that CLOSAC, they've been on strike virtually the whole week. And the Civil and Local Government Staff Association of Ghana, they work at the various ministries, departments and agencies. And despite the mediation efforts, they remain on strike. They've indicated that they want the government to implement an agreed salary structure. It was agreed by the previous administration, but they want them to implement it now. In fact, CLOSAC have indicated that there are some of their colleagues who are in other agencies, other departments, other ministries who are already benefiting from it. In fact, they made reference to the Ministry of Finance, where some staff they say are reportedly benefiting from the new scheme. And so the CLOSAC boss said that if we are civil servants, some are enjoying the structure while others are not, should we not complain? They are supposed to appear before the Labour Commission next week. They were actually supposed to appear this week. The CLOSAC did not show up because they said that they were not communicated to properly about appearing before the Labour Commission. So that is where we are on this particular issue. Mr. Fuseni, briefly, for me, 1 minute, just your take on the CLOSAC strike. I realize you had some notes on CLOSAC. Just 1 minute.
This issue, I think, shouldn't have dragged this far. I think the government need to have a listening ear on the CLOSAC members. I believe they did not just wake up one morning to say we are going on strike. There are some processes leading to that. And you know, when there is negotiation and the negotiation fails, definitely they will move to mediation and then probably go to arbitration. And when those things, all these procedures failed, they will now have to go on strike. And I believe the steps or the process have been duly followed by the CLOSAC people. They are talking about some allowances and then working conditions and other things. And they made allegations that some other members are enjoying the, the benefit, whilst they are not enjoying. So they need to protest. And so many meetings, up and down, back and forth, and they decided that they will go on the strike. And I believe on the 5th or so, March, there was a notice to the government for government to do something about it. And I believe that that would have given the government opportunity at that time to sit down with them, iron out the issues, the grievances that they have. If nothing at all, if government cannot afford to give them maybe what they are demanding, the government can sit on a round table with them, give them a promise, maybe a particular date that they need to fulfill that promise for them. They are human beings, they will understand. Because this is a setback. Once they are sitting in the house, all the ministries and departments are empty. And I read a story about somebody being stuck at Adenta municipality when the person traveled all the way from different places to to iron some land documents and to make the place empty. So it's creating a lot of problems. So I urge the government, and I'll appeal to the government to listen to them. If they cannot do something about it now, they should rather prepare and then give them assurance and ask them to go back to work maybe when the due dates arrive, then they can give them whatever they are demanding. And you see, all these things are part of the promises that the NDC made to the Ghanaian people. And we think that there is a certain agenda that they preach to the Ghanaian people will kickstart. And then they will do things differently without referring us to the previous government, that the previous government has done this, has done that.
Okay.
So what I'm pleading is that they should attend to them. Okay. People are stranded in our various ministries, especially the assemblies.
Okay.
They are not functioning because Klosak is on strike.
Okay, Ebo.
Are you saying that you shouldn't talk about MPP's regime, what they did? Is that what you're saying?
I cannot direct you. I cannot direct you what to say.
And I wanted to,
but that is my submission. So
we shouldn't talk about the things you did. But we should only look forward.
No, but even if
we should stop doing history in our schools.
What history?
Your history, your performance.
So if you promise somebody that you are coming to do something,
so we can make reference so we can make reference to what you did and attribute the current situation to what you did.
In which way?
If you had left a good economy, do you think we would have suffered like this?
Any opposition member, yes, before the person comes to government.
Okay, let me make my point.
He knew about the economy. He knew the standard of the economy before coming.
No.
So you cannot come and complain about the
For example, we didn't know.
Who didn't know?
We didn't know that 8.1 billion was going to be paid. If Atuforsen had not done that, the arrest, if Atuforsen had not done that, if Atuforsen had not done the arrest audit, the 8.1 billion would have been paid by your government. If MPP had won that election,
just hold on.
In a way that will not bring any agreement. But he's not bringing me in.
Mr. Hussein, hold on. Ebo, 1 minute on Klosak. Deal with that for me. Address me, I beg you. Address me.
No, I was just making a point.
Yes,
that if MPP had won the last election, the 8.1 billion, which was discovered,
where?
Through the arrears audit, would have been paid by them.
Conclude from here.
You see,
it's not propaganda. You see,
you are in power. You are still doing propaganda.
I'm not in power.
You are not in power. You see, the way he used was we.
As a Ghanaian.
No.
I speak as a Ghanaian.
Mr. Hussein.
You see?
You are not being fair.
That is your problem.
No, because you are not being fair.
People put the only thing through political.
No interference.
You think everything should be about your political party.
So you just hold on. Just hold on for me. Just hold on.
When I was speaking to them, mention it.
Just hold on. Able, go ahead and land for me.
See, we are here because of Ghana first. So if I use the word we, I speak as a Ghanaian.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Klosak issue, the agreement, when was it reached?
Under the previous administration, we are told.
I'm told 2019 or something like that.
No. It was 2024. I think 2023.
2023. That's when they had an agreement.
Yes.
No, it was 2024 where they came to a conclusion on the agreement.
No, that was when they initiated the whole thing. But the agreement, they came to an agreement.
My problem with Klosak leadership is that I think they are more political. Most of them are politicians wearing those clothes or those dresses as though they are neutral. So it makes it difficult to even appreciate what they are asking for. I mean, this strike, I really don't see the need, because if you look at the fact that the NLC says that the action is illegal, it begs the question as to whether they are really doing this with good intentions. For me, you remember the Ghana National Midwifery or something to also at a point in time also had an agreement with the previous government. They didn't do anything. When this government came, then they rose up. And the same thing Klosak is doing. It doesn't speak well about their leadership. I think they should sit up and do the right things.
All right. Mr. Gantua.
Zikano Hodia. Is there money there? Is there money there? Because when you listen to Klosak, the union, is the money that they are focusing on. Does government have the money to pay? For me, it's the ordinary Ghanaian that suffers. So if for anything at all, they should try and meet halfway. Because we all know it. The money isn't there. When the MDC came into government, what were the coffers that the MPP left this government? What was it? What was it? And remember, and you see, my brother, what do you call it, is laughing. Two things. When they came, 2016, 2020, did they tell us we were going to IMF? Did they tell us we were going to IMF? Are we not in IMF? What were the reasons for being in IMF?
Serious.
Were they not in power? Was another government in power that took us back to IMF? No. They took us back into IMF. And sometimes you ask yourself, where do they have the temerity to do what? To be talking the way they talk?
It's quite surprising, eh?
Where do they have the temerity to talk the way they talk? When you look at the economic system that this government came to meet and where they placed us. Number two, 2024 election, did they vote them back into power? Why did they vote them out of power? They should answer that question. And that would answer some of the challenges we are facing today.
Okay.
So Clocksack, let's try and be reasonable. Secondly, number one. Number two, we are still under IMF. So, government, please, don't go into negotiations with them and walk out. Even if they are trying to walk out, pull them back in. Lock them and get a solution to this problem. And for me, if for anything at all, if this is going on, the president should step in. The president should step in, call everybody around the table, and tell them exactly where he stands on this situation. What are we doing, Akabli? We are trying to build this nation. These strikes do not help you and I. A lot of people who have land issues depend on civil servants in the, institutions to help out. They go, nothing.
Nothing is happening. Yeah.
It's not fair on the Ghanaians.
Right.
So I plead with Clocksack, let's find a midway to find a solution to this challenge.
Maybe
I'll go straight forward to say that Clocksack is acting in bad faith. You reach an agreement with the government, that is no more. You didn't ask the government to implement the program. A new government has come, and you are going on strike. Why didn't you go on strike when that government that agreed with you didn't implement it? Why didn't you go on strike? But you see, I'm going to look at my party in the face and tell them, it's not the fault of Clocksack. He has dealt with the politics in there. But as a party, we don't take interest in the internal affairs of associations. So you have the MPP bulldozing their way and having their executives in the various labor unions. That is what they are using against us. It's about time my party also show interest in internal elections of trade unions. In any case, the trade unions are our allies more than the MPP. Don't forget that under Buzia, they banned TUC. TUC was banned, proscribed. It took a champion to bring it back. So naturally, we the socialists or social democrats are the allies of TUC. But we have sat back aloof and allowed the MPP to put their people in charge. The example he gave about the nurses, we all knew that that woman who is leading them, the husband was a constituency chairman in somewhere in Accra here. So definitely, you sleep with an MPP person on the same bed, why wouldn't he influence you? Why wouldn't he influence you? But my party must be showing interest in internal elections of labor unions. Else, these people are the ones who are going to make us unpopular. And I think they have programmed themselves to do so.
All right.
The last thing is that he said that the Clocksack followed the procedure. What procedure did they follow?
No, I said I believe that they followed the procedure.
You believe, so your belief is wrong. Because the law is that you must negotiate in good faith. Then when negotiation fails, within 7 days, you don't go on strike, you leave it, there's a lull, then you mediate,
you go for a mediation. Labour Commission will appoint a mediator. The Labour Commission appoint any mediator. When that fails, Labour Commission can do what is called summary mediation. Can do a summary mediation. That's the LI. When you look at the Labour LI, then lastly they can go for arbitration, and they can also go for compulsory arbitration. When it is compulsory arbitration, it's Labour NLC itself that will preside. Okay. They've not gone all through this.
Okay.
So I was just
so that's all time would allow us this morning. My guest this morning have been Issa Fuseni. Issa Fuseni is with the NPP, Western Region Communications Director. Ebu Bakman is Deputy Director of Communications for the United Party.
That is why he's
okay. That's why he's coming to us. Kwame Jantua is a member of the Convention People's Party, a legal practitioner as well, and an energy analyst. And Abraham Maliba is a unionist. He's urging infiltration this morning. He's the Director General of the National Road Safety Authority and a legal practitioner as well. Big Issue is always sponsored by the University of Gold Coast. Whether you are aiming for a specialist MBA in marketing, communication, operations, supply chain, human resource management, finance entrepreneurship, innovation, or business intelligence analytics, or you want to advance our dual MBA or chartered manager MBA, University of Gold Coast gives you the options that match your vision. And if your next step is in MSc, it's an MSc in international relations, communication, international marketing, international law, security, diplomacy, accounting, finance, or human resource management, an LLM in international law, security, diplomacy, or an MA in biblical studies, practical theology, the pathway is open. April admission is now open. You can apply today because at University of Gold Coast, you make it practical, flexible learning as well, and flexible entry and flexible payment. You can study around your work and life and choose a route that fits your background and pay in convenient installments as well. Your dream deserves structure. Your future deserves strategy. Your purpose deserves training. You can apply now at www.ugc.edu.gh. You can also contact us or on WhatsApp or via phone call 026 388 855. 026 388 555. University of Gold Coast are building leaders for the nations. We'll take a quick break. When we come back, we have some sports and some other interesting conversations also coming up. We'll be right back.
How may I help you today?
We'd like to open a bank account.
Sign here, sign here, sign here, and here. And now you draw direction to your house. I need your thumbprint. And I'll need your birth certificate too. No, I need the original.
A lot has changed since you banked like this. So have we. We've made it easier than ever to open an account online and bank on the go through our mobile app, online banking, and more. EcoBank, a better way to bank your way.
Sign here, and here.
EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Something big
and truly extraordinary is happening this Ghana month. We are celebrating the brilliance, the beauty, and the unbreakable spirit of what we create as Ghanaians. Introducing Gold Board Jewelry Heritage Village, happening from 26th to 28th March 2026, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. each day. Join us at Akwaba Park, right opposite the Hajj Village, for a one-of-a-kind curated experience. This isn't just an exhibition, it's a vibrant heritage village alive with Ghanaian excellence. Discover proudly made in Ghana brands and institutions showcasing breathtaking craftsmanship, bold innovation, world-class manufacturing, and export-ready treasures, all in one electrifying space. It's a powerful celebration of our innovation, culture, our creativity, and the economic future we're building together. Experience Ghana like never before. Celebrate value addition the Gold Board Jewelry way, where every piece tells our story. To exhibit, partner, or simply be part of this historic moment, call now 020-941-7777 or 053-630-8888. This is one of a kind. Don't miss out. Gold Board Jewelry, pure, precious, proudly Ghanaian.
Ah, Charlie,
oh, bro, today no my car insurance die. Wait today to police camp.
Commander is coming, so we go to the station.
Bye.
My guy, you know here of IOPay and Drive.
Which one to be that?
IOPay and Drive offers you convenient, affordable, and flexible motor insurance right on your phone anytime, anywhere. Whether it's comprehensive, third party, or third party fire and theft, you can purchase your insurance weekly, monthly, quarterly, or yearly. Purchase your motor insurance cover as and when you need it. Visit app.iogana.com, enter your phone number, your vehicle details, choose your cover duration, follow further prompts, and pay via Momo or bank card to complete sign up. Oh, lucky pa.
IOPay and Drive there. Yep.
Senior man, then catch me too. I beg, put me on.
IO, because you care. Underwritten by Sanlam Alliance General Insurance Ghana Limited.
The Ghana Exim Bank is 10 years old. Hooray! And to commemorate this milestone, the Ghana Exim Bank is hosting a 2-day international conference on the theme, A Decade of Enabling Export Trade and Industrial Transformation, Resetting GEXIM for the Next Frontier. The event takes place on the 25th to 26th of March at the Kempinski Hotel, Gold Coast City, 8 a.m. each day. President of the Republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will perform the official opening of the conference. Special guest and speaker, Honorable Elizabeth Ofosue-Jari, Minister for Trade, Agribusiness and Industry. Conference host is Honorable Sylvester Adina Mensah, Chief Executive of the Ghana Exim Bank. For inquiries, call 0208-541-480 or visit eximbankghana.com/conference to register. Media partners, Daily Graphic, Media General, The Multimedia Group, City FM, Radio Gold and Channel 1 TV. And knowledge partners include IFC and SME Finance Forum.
26 promises joy, adventure, and new experiences. Global Wings Travel and Tours, in partnership with Media General, invites you to experience the best of Asia with an unforgettable Malaysia and Singapore tour this April 2026. Experience 9 unforgettable days filled with experience, luxury, and limitless fun. Your package includes return air ticket, 4 nights Kuala Lumpur Hotel, 3 nights Singapore Hotel, daily half board in both cities, Malaysia visa facilitation, Kuala Lumpur City Tour, Petronas Twin Tower, Genting Highland with cable ride, inter-country transfer, Singapore City Tour and Marina Observatory Deck, Sentosa Island full day tour with cable car, and so much more. Why wait? Make your April 2026 Malaysia and Singapore trip a reality with one call. Book now by calling or WhatsApping 0550-188-181 or 0553-688-398. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook at Global Wings Travel GA.
Giovanni, I love it. I love what I'm seeing. The way you are dressed. Are you a side chief or you just dress because it's Ghana month?
He's everything I want in a man. He's soft, he's sweet, he's calm.
He smells so good. I love his appearance, his glasses, his haircut. Like, I love everything about him.
Don't look at them, look at me. Look at me.
You go to heaven, okay?
All right. I'm going with you.
Think the energy because. So what I want to ask is.
AJ, it's okay.
What I want to ask is.
AJ,
I mentioned my name.
Date Rush Season 15 shows every Sunday at 8 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by Enapa Foods, Heaven Insecticide Spray and Coil. Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumwankasa.
Gold Bar Jewelry.
My Life Insurance.
Give them the other. Give them the other. Yay! We're back on your screens every Friday, 8 p.m. and it's Showbiz 360 live. I'm feeling tonight. This is where you catch up on everything you've missed in the world of show business, interesting conversations with your favorite personalities and celebrities. And of course, the promising ones, the upcoming ones, the one who say, hello, shout out to my fans, even though you don't have any. You understand? Right here.
Me too, Suswako to swimming pool. Girl, need to sober her body salt.
I cannot wait. Good. That's what I'm talking about.
Showbiz 360 now shows on Fridays at 8 p.m. on TV3. Brought to you by Johnny Walker.
A mother's love knows no boundaries, but what happens when her heart is tested beyond measure?
Oh dear, sorry. Where did my mom go? He's very sick.
Where is your husband? Yashonda's perfect world is about to change forever. A secret from the past, a child with no one to call his own, and a mother torn between betrayal and compassion.
Krishna was born out of wedlock.
So where is he?
He's in this very city.
Can she be the mother he desperately needs?
Mom.
The story unfolds in Dosri Ma, showing every Tuesday to Friday at 6 p.m. on TV3.
Brought to you by River Shine.
Everybody knows Acrobato. And if you know Acrobato, it means you know M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic is my pillar. Let's hear what others are saying about M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. Who be careful M-Punch one?
Ha! Chese na me ankasa me period na se problems wom. Ntina ma wo ho idea ma me. Papa chese na nya asem ketewa. Na me kwan point no, mo hwe me mogya mu no mo hwe bibia na so mo meduro. Mo meduro me fire no. Ene ma won kra me enu. Kofro kwa na mkwan mu a eba.
Head everything yourself.
Me ma me no adwodwo eda ho a wontumi nante. Ene ne ko end point. O mama no nura ene ne ho eden a watimi asori anante.
That's end point for you. Of Acrobato.
Hello.
Hey, ohwehwe what che.
Okay.
A free bra wo di end point wa dance. Am me call you no. Me Joseph sema na enkoyie e person na my emre nyina na magina sebema na me be fie for there e ho na nyina jaresa. You heard everything. I have secret. M-Punch is my secret. M-Punch Homeopathic Clinic. I'm free.
Watching DSTV means getting the TV you love, but staying connected means getting something extra. Stunning. Extra matches, extra dramas, the best local and the world's biggest. Extra laughter, music, movies, and extra vim.
I love it.
Just stay connected or reconnect and get upgraded to the next higher package at no extra cost. Charlie, we got you. Keep watching. Get more with DSTV.
See, Master, I have told you to use Kojak quality oral care products like the Kojak Charcoal toothpaste for strong teeth. Give me the meat.
Sis, that guy. Ajay, my teeth. Sis, haven't you heard of Kojak P&F toothpaste and their mouthwash? Right after here, get one for yourself. It helps fight sensitive teeth just like you're experiencing. Hey, sis.
Yes, do not joke with your teeth, cause it may worry you in the future. We are here to introduce you to our quality Kojak oral care products, such as Kojak Charcoal toothpaste that makes your teeth whiter and stronger. Kojak regular fluoride toothpaste makes your teeth stronger, fights against toothaches, and lathers well, leaving your mouth with an improved fresh taste and breath. If you have a sensitive teeth, when you take in something cold or hot, yours is to go for Kojak P&F together with the mouthwash. Go for Kojak Oral Care products because Kojak dear, quality keke. For retail, visit the Ranko Pharmacy, a Kojak Pharmacy branch at American House, East Legon, near the UBA Bank. Also available in all leading pharmacies, over-the-counter stores, provision shops, and supermarkets. This advert is FDA approved.
Life can be giving it to you like that. And everything around you will be affected big time. Too many uncertainties and fears. But with the right partner like Empo Life Insurance Ghana, you are sorted. Say kutu, say bam. You get the best healthcare, solid pension trust policies, and the peace of mind to grow your business and focus on what truly matters. Empo Insurance, empowering people.
You're welcome back to the sports segment right here on TV3 Newday. And President Donald Trump has been trending from yesterday, ever since he put out a statement that the Iranian players are welcome to the United States of America for the World Cup, but he does not think it is exactly the way he said it. He appropriate for their own safety. And many people are asking questions. Why? Once they get to the U.S., are they going to be bombed or attacked by missiles? I don't get it. This is football. And with the rising tensions and everything that we are all experiencing, we're even hoping that the World Cup will unify the world, bring more peace, leave the Strait of Hormuz alone so that oil can flow, because as at this point...
I think it's a sharp contrast in what the FIFA president said, because right after Iran pulled out, Donald Trump had a meeting with FIFA president. Then he assured FIFA president that, nothing is going to happen to the Iranian players. They can come in, their citizens can enjoy the World Cup. Then he goes on social media to write this: the Iran national team is welcome to the World Cup, but I really don't believe it is appropriate that they be there for their own life and safety.
So I want to understand. So the Americans are super retaliatory in that regard. Say Iranians, once they touch down on the soil of America, they will die. They will be. But I want to understand.
This is the same person who has said a few days ago that USA does not have any problem with Iran. Iran has problems with Israel and not the United States of America. But if they touch them, they will retaliate. But we thought, okay, with the World Cup, as you preach unity and all that, this was going to be put to bed. But you know, Donald Trump, he would bear it raw. He would not even mince words. He goes on social media and writes a completely different thing. And some Americans are saying the views of Donald Trump does not reflect that of America. Maybe that is what he thinks. But this is a huge statement, and it cuts very deep. You might take this on the surface level, but it cuts very deep, because he's saying that he can't guarantee their own life and safety, which is not right.
It's a little confusing. But even before we listen to or we take what he said into consideration, already the sports minister of Iran has already spoken and reiterated that his people are not attending.
Even
the
with
World
that, there's
Cup.
a conflict at the moment. Because the players of the Iranian national team are saying that no, they want to play the World Cup because they struggled to qualify. They were the best team in the Asian region, the Arab world, when it comes to the qualifiers. And they feel that this is an opportunity for them to also showcase their talent. So they are saying that the position of the sports ministry and the government is not their position. They want to play, so they want to have negotiations with their government. But they are running out of time, because FIFA might want to take action.
2 months.
And as it stands, Iraq and UAE are the teams in the waiting. Iraq would be engaged in the playoffs in about 2 weeks' time. They want to avoid that, because if FIFA gives them that ticket, it means they will get a bye to play in the World Cup. So that is the situation we are on right now. Donald Trump sending a signal to Iranians that he can guarantee their safety when they come to the United States. And that has actually added fuel to already the tensions that are brewing between the USA and Iran. And it doesn't look good for the World Cup at all. So let's see if this impasse will be solved in the next few days.
Hopefully. We'll keep an eye on it and definitely bring you the details.
Yeah.
Well, let's come back here home in Ghana, where some of elite, if I can call them that way, in our sports of soccer fraternity are really upgrading themselves. And I'm being told that for women's football, the women want to take a 360 full circle charge of everything that pertains to women.
It's extremely important because we are playing a women's Premier League in Ghana where we have just one female coach in Mercy Tego. All the other teams have male coach is there.
Right.
So even in a female dominated field, it is men who are calling the shots. And if we want to bring gender equality, if we want to empower women, then we should encourage more women to take up the license. The license is the highest form of coaching license that you can have to coach at every level. We have about just 4 or 3 females with that license A. Now we have 4 new females who want to pursue that. They are already doing the course, and my colleague Akosue came up with this beautiful story.
Ghana, where football passion runs deep, with teams across genders creating memorable moments, including Ghana's maiden appearance at the FIFA World Cup, the U20 men's global success, and the daring U17 triumph. The sports have progressed, but one thing seems to remain the same, especially in the women's game. The handlers on the sidelines are still dominated by men. 4 women are rewriting the playbook. With determination, they have embarked on the journey to earn their License A coaching certificate, a step that could not only transform their careers, but also pave the way for the next generation of women football talent in the country. As they tackle the drills and tactics in the License A coaching program, they are staking a claim on the sidelines, proving that football management knows no gender. Dora Zuta, one of the 4 women with the class of 2026 and former Black Queens and Black Princesses assistant coach, have garnered over 2 decades of experience deputizing. But she is ready for the new phase where women are the faces on the sidelines in the women's game.
I'm very, very happy I've gotten the opportunity to complete my License A. It's very important, and we are bracing ourselves up for this. Over the years, that is what we thought was going to happen very, very early in our coaching years, but it seems it is now coming, and we are ready for it.
Sandra Boache, head coach of the women's U15 team and 2023 Melo Games champion, has rightfully positioned herself not just as a candidate for other coaching role, but serve as a perfect role model, imbibing the importance of education into women in sports.
When we were playing, most of our colleagues didn't like education. And even now that we are here, I believe that, and I know they are regretting the fact that they didn't take their education serious. And what I would tell the young and upcoming girls football players that they should take their education very serious, because when we were playing, we were still in school, and then we managed to complete everything together, and that is where we are now.
For Anita Reid, who is working closely with the Black Queens as an assistant coach, she is a living example of looking beyond being just one thing, but grabbing every opportunity. Instructor and CAF Pro license coach Hester Nderu highlighted the long-term impact of the training, emphasizing how the knowledge and expertise gained will benefit the changing faces of women football.
For the females, I always try to encourage the female players, my colleagues, and even the young generation. I am a living example of this, so I use myself most of the time. I have played, I've been in administration, and I'm now into coaching. And aside that, I'm a service person, so it tells them that anything is possible once they set their minds on it. So I keep on encouraging them to set higher standards for themselves and to go for the best.
Ghana can now boast of 4 women CAF License A certificate holders, and 4, including Sandra Boache, Anita Inta, Dora Zuta, and Bernice Educhumwa, who will soon complete the course and hopefully take over women's football in the country.
Congratulations to all the women. We wish them the very best. I'm here for it. I want to see women's football change with the women fully in charge.
Because elsewhere you have women taking charge. I mean, South Africa have had Desiree Ellis as their head coach for God knows how long. He's won so many titles. England, Serena Wegman doing well. She's even compared to the men in terms of her knowledge. So I mean, it's in the right order that we empower women to take up more of these coaching courses.
Rightfully so. Anyway, let's talk about the MTN FA Cup. I'm
this
told
weekend,
that we are in the critical stages.
The quarter-final stage. And the mantra is Obianyobia.
Hey.
Yes, that is the mantra, Obianyobia. Because this is where you have a lot of shocks. You have, teams from the lower division usually rubbing shoulders with the big boys and kicking them out of the FA Cup and all. So it's a big competition. This weekend we have games that will be played in the quarterfinals. We can look at the fixtures because some mouth-watering games will be played. And MTN FA Cup, as I said, is the only competition where the teams from the lower division often get the better of the big boys. We know that Mediema and the likes will be in action. We'll get the fixtures pretty shortly and we'll go through them because there's a Diana against Chimani Liberty and there's Nations FC at home to Brecum Chelsea. Dreams FC would also be playing Heart of Lions and Atram Divise would also take on Mediema. These are games coming up in the quarterfinals of the MTN FA Cup. A place in the semi-final are for grabs, and these teams will be licking their lips, knowing that they are inching closer to a title.
Teshima Liberty just reminded me of Liberty Professionals.
Liberty Professionals. Now defunct.
Oh.
They were relegated from the Ghana Premier League some 4 seasons ago.
Oh, so they are no more part of the GPL.
Defunct,
Oh,
it used to be a Dansoman. And that is the team that produced Asamoah Kojo Asamoah.
Oh.
The likes of Sule Muntari.
Oh, too bad.
John Penton.
Oh, no.
I can go on and on.
Are you kidding
Derek
me?
Boateng. I can go on and on. Michael Hellegbe.
And all these, what?
Yes.
They sat down for it to be defunct?
Well, I mean, when the... I mean, it's a team that has produced some
I'm so disappointed.
players.
Liberty Professionals.
At a point, I mean, 50% of the Black Star players had all played Liberty Professionals.
Oh, no way.
Asamoah is the most popular figure around that time. But, I mean, it happens.
Life happens.
Yeah, life happens. Life happens.
Anyway, let's get into the Champions League fixtures.
Champions League is done, so it's the
English Premier. Charlie, the other day. So what happened? Man City and Real Madrid. Charlie,
and the Champions League.
I didn't eat. Oh,
you didn't eat?
No, as Chantel, I didn't eat. I was so sad.
You were rooting for Manchester City.
Of course.
I mean, it was a total humbling.
Vinicius Junior did not have Messi at all. I said, hey, Masa, why?
He even missed the penalty in the process. It would have been worse.
That's when I was happy.
Yeah, it would have been worse.
That's when I was happy.
But Manchester City would be back this weekend into the English Premier League.
But that Couture guy, that goalkeeper.
Yeah. I mean, he's a former Chelsea goalkeeper, but he moved to Real Madrid. So,
it is somebody who say it is a serious.
With about 8 games to end the season in the English Premier League, we are on March day 30, and these are the fixtures coming up. This weekend, we are at the critical stage where we are looking at Arsenal and Manchester City going head-to-head for the title. But Burnley will take on Bournemouth with Sunderland facing Brighton and Hove Albion. Arsenal, they will be at home. They have a big game against Everton, and Chelsea will be taking on Newcastle at Stamford Bridge. West Ham United at home to Manchester City. Crystal Palace, they will take on Leeds United. Manchester United will play on Sunday at Old Trafford as they welcome Aston Villa, with Nottingham Forest also playing Fulham. Liverpool would be at Anfield as they take on Tottenham Hotspurs, and Brentford would also come up against Wolverhampton Wanderers. These are the games coming up in March 30 of the English Premier League.
All right. This weekend, right?
Yeah, this weekend.
Okay.
And we are praying for Tottenham Hotspurs.
Yeah.
We are hearing that Mohamed Kudus is nearing his comeback.
Recovery.
But Tottenham has really struggled. They need Kudus back.
We need him back.
Yeah.
In all honesty, we need him back. Anyway, Mutala, thank you.
Welcome.
Enjoy your weekend. Please remind me of all the games.
Sure.
And let me know what's up.
I will be in your DM.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, this match celebrate the spirit of Ghana at the Achimota Retail Center with the exciting Celebrate Ghana activity lineup. Now, enjoy ethnic-focused music performances that celebrate the sounds of Ghana and amazing shopping experiences all this weekend, all the weekends in March, including this very one. And while you're shopping, don't miss the Shop Ghana Win promotion. Simply shop from our Ghanaian retailers, Gamel Clothing, MV Accessories, and the Choba, and stand a chance to win shopping vouchers. Please, there's more excitement with our Dance Ghana in 15 Seconds challenge going online at Achimota Retail Center, at Achimota Retail Center on Facebook, IG, and TikTok. And the special Eid holiday vibe celebration later on this month. That will be sometime next week. So gather your family and friends and come experience the colors, the sounds, and the flavors of Ghana. Celebrate Ghana this March at Achimota Retail Center, where culture meets shopping. Achimota Retail Center, vibes and kwa. We take a break. When we come back, you remember I told you that today we have the food bazaar at the village here, right at TV3 premises. Food is free by Kivo. AJ is coming up to talk to us about that. Now, it's also vacation this Easter. Now you need to create unforgettable memories at the beach with family and friends by booking our all-inclusive 3-night package from 3rd to the 6th of April 2026, starting from 5,100 Ghana cedis for a couple. Early bird discounts, you have to book and pay before 25th of March 2026. You get to save 10% extra. Now, package offers guests free access to all in-house facilities, swimming pool, gym, cinema with popcorn, board games, snooker, and all that you can have. You also enjoy free airport pickup from Takrady on Friday at 5 p.m. Please remember the terms and conditions apply. Fun activities include live band, in-house carnival. You have a lot to celebrate and choose from, so make sure that you are part of it. Now, let's take a break. When we come back, of course, we'll have more conversations here on TV3 Newday.
This Friday, 13th March, all roads lead to the Ghana Village at the TV3 premises for this week's Friday Bazaar, the Bobobo edition, starting 5 p.m. sharp. It's going to be a jam. You can't afford to miss the kinky party, powered by Kibo Hot Shittle, the Kruya Shea Butter Experience, Efie and Showbiz 360 Live, and so much more.
I smile too much. I'm way too hot. I'm too spirited. I'm cool tempered. They say my dance is silly, yo. My girls are hips, yo. I love my soccer. All my ladies taste like sugar. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London.
Welcome to episode 7 of Talented Kids. It's a freestyle week. The competition is super exciting as our brave young talents show off their creativity and natural talent to wow the judges and make everyone cheer.
This is the song, and this is my tongue. Anyone who calls himself a man should come and cut it off.
Vote for your favorite contestant by dialing *713*13# or download the MG Reality app to vote. Talented Kids, free to play.
Talented Kids Season 17 shows Sunday at 5 p.m. on TV3. Powered by Indomie. Tastes great.
Sponsored by Flora Tissues, Top Choco,
Gino Jollof Mix,
Didi Shito,
Fratelli Calipo,
Nero Prime Water,
Coco Plus, CTIW Foundation,
Kel Kids Toothpaste.
When issues break, when situations develop, when lives are affected, the story doesn't wait, and neither do we. We give you full coverage, live from the streets and communities to the corridors of power as Ghana happens daily. This is Ghana Today. Not just the details as it happens, We analyze the facts and the implications, the full story, the analysis shaping your perspective on the issues of the day.
Ghana Today, coming soon.
TV3, first in news.
This Friday, 13th March, all roads lead to the Ghana Village at the TV3 premises for this week's Friday Bazaar, the Bobobo edition, starting 5 p.m. sharp. It's going to be a jam. You can't afford to miss the kinky party, powered by Kibo Hot Shittle, the Kruya Shea Butter Experience, Efie and Showbiz 360 Live, and so much more.
I smile too much. I'm way too hot. I'm too spirited. I'm cool tempered. They say my dance is silly, yo. My girls are hips, yo. I love my soccer. All my ladies taste like sugar. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. I'm made in Ghana. You can take me to London. Let's go. Let's go.
Accra, are you ready? It's time for yet another Gobe Festival on Saturday, March 28th. The Legon City Mall Gobe Festival. Look, plenty food festivals there, but none be like Gobe Fest because Gobe no be just food. It's a movement, a cult following, real lovers from every walk of life, corporate workers, bosses, celebs, campus crew, everybody pulling up for one mission. Proper Gobe, and it's not just one pot. It's the best Gobe vendors from the capital and beyond. 7 back-to-back hit, hot, loaded, and unforgettable. But that's not all. There will be non-stop music, games, mad fun, and one big explosion of joy. So gather your people. Come hungry, come loud. Gobe Festival, Saturday, March 28th, Legon City Mall, 10 a.m. You don't just eat it, you experience it. To book your space as a vendor, please call or WhatsApp 0532 200927 or 0531 100927.
3FM Gobe Festival is sponsored by Gino Hot Pepper Powder, Gino Curry Powder,
Fratelli Calipo, Obuasi Bitters, Numna Wumo.
Welcome back. It's still TV3 Newday, and the queen of all Media Generals events is here again, and she's asking why we are almost selling out of expedition tickets and you don't want to buy yours. AJ,
yes.
Can you ask the people for me?
I'm wondering.
Like, what are you waiting for? You don't want to see Ghana. You don't want to travel to Ghana. Sakamakasi eko South Africa is here. Akaya is sold out. But your own country, this country, Ghana, you don't want to see Ghana for only 6,500 Ghana cedi.
It's amazing.
You're coming with someone, it's 10,500. And even when you're coming with baby, whatever, that one requires how much?
Yeah, I think so.
We are going to 4 different places. You are eating from top restaurants here in Ghana. I'm giving you cozy places to lay your bed every night. And honey, you don't want to do it? What are you waiting for? AJ, tell them for me.
So basically, we're really excited that we're almost sold out for our TV3 expedition or Ghana Month expedition. And it's basically an opportunity for you to see 3 different regions in 4 days. So we have 4 exciting days and an amazing itinerary to go with it. So it's happening from the 19th to the 22nd of March. So 19th to the 22nd of March. And let me get through some of the amazing activities that you can look forward to. So we started off on the 19th here at TV3 premises, where we'll have an amazing breakfast, and then we'll head on to go and do a cocoa exploration. So we're going into the cocoa farms. We're going to see how they're done. We're going to taste some fresh fruits from the farm. We're going to see how the cocoa that we love and eat and enjoy is brewed and is created and everything else inclusive.
It's not really selling from the farm, so we can have a lot.
Exactly. And then right after, we're going to head to Safari Valley, where we're going to have lunch, and as well experience the bird watching, the sanctuary, the animals. Then we'll move from there to some adventure. If you've never done zip lining before, if you've never tried some exciting adventure, then you should be joining us at the Bonsu Eco Park, where we're going to be doing from the zip lining to the jumping around to all the adventures that we love and know the Ghana Month Expedition for. Then we'll wrap up the evening at Rock City Hotel in Kwewu. So we're heading to Rock City. We're sleeping and we're partying the night away. So DJ Abiam, DJ Faculty will be joining us, and we're partying it up on Thursday night. On Friday, we're heading to the Ashanti region.
Okay.
So we're starting it off, stopping at Bonre Kinti Museum. Then we'll head to Minsha Palace. We'll enjoy all the exciting activities. We'll go to where the sword site is. We'll see if we'll find some hard gentlemen in it that will be able to pull the sword and see how that was and experience the history of the Ashanti kingdom. And then we will go and have lunch near the Lake Busonche. So if you've never seen Lake Busonche, we'll be able to experience it and have lunch by it.
Okay, so AJ, let's take our time. I think people did not understand that it's 4 different destinations, all infused in the expedition. So you're not paying 6,500 for one.
No.
You're paying 6,500 for
4 days.
4.
And it's 4 days. It is all accommodation. So day 1, we're sleeping at Rock City. Day 2, we're sleeping at Ridge Condos. Day 3, we're sleeping at Ridge Royale in Central Region. And day 4, we're returning to Accra, but we're doing a vacation at Crown Forest in the Central Region. So all the accommodation, all the lunch we'll be doing, all the breakfast we'll be having, all the dinners we'll be having, everything, including your transport and your snacks, is going for the 6,500 Ghana cedis.
So it's not 6,500 for Ashanti region for Western. So it's all inclusive.
Everything all inclusive, including your food, your drinks, your excitement, your activities, the people you'll meet. We give you souvenir bags as well, and most importantly, your transport and all the places you sleep, all included in that package. Now
we understand. Give us the numbers to call.
Absolutely. So please give us a call, 0531 100 927. That's 0531 100 927. That's how you can call and book your place on the TV3 Ghana Month Expedition on day 3. We'll be getting to the Central Region. We'll be experiencing the Cape Coast Castle, Asim Manso Slave River, and we'll be sleeping at Ridge Royale Hotel in Cape Coast, which is absolutely amazing. We'll be doing some excitement, some live bands, some music, everything else inclusive right by the coast. We'll be at Lush on the coast as well, which is an amazing restaurant and resort. And from there, we're heading back towards Accra, but we'll stop off first at Crown Forest, located in the Gomoa area, where we'll be able to fraternize, enjoy. The president spent Christmas Day there. We'll see why the president enjoyed it so much. We'll do a safari, quad biking, everything else inclusive. Please give us a call, 0531 100 927. All you have to do is pay 6,500 cedis if you want your own room in all these 5-star places. As well, if you are open to sharing a room, it is 5,500. If you want to come with a friend, come with a sister, come with a boyfriend, girlfriend, or your other significant other, it is 10,500 Ghana cedis, meaning you get it cheaper if you come with a pair.
So that's 5,250.
Exactly. If you're coming with a pair, and it's literally going to be an exciting period. You have a lot of amazing personalities joining us on that trip. We'll be, like last year, we met a number of amazing individuals where the Volta Regional Minister hosted us last year when we got to the Volta region. We went into Togo last year, and we're met by the head of customs there. Like, we had so many amazing people joining us on the trip and interacting with us. We're going to be doing the same thing again this time. It will be exciting to see who you will be meeting on this particular trip, but it's truly an opportunity to meet. So 0531 100 927 or 0509 97995, 0509 497 So that's what's happening. As well, this evening, we're all gathering at the Ghana Village for our Ghana Month Bazaar. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We have our Shea Butter Museum. We're going to be having our food vendors, our drink vendors. We're going to be seeing some amazing culture showcases and everything else inclusive happening at the Ghana Village. It's absolutely free. Absolutely free. Please join us. From 4 p.m. We'll be going live with Showbiz 360 and the Fieni Fie. There will be games, good music, good vibes, and it's powered with a free food. The Kinky Party is being powered by Kivo Hot Shito. So a big thank you to our amazing sponsors, to Ghana Publishing Company, to BOG. A big thank you to the Ghana Museums and Monuments, to National Theatre, to Kivo, and all our incredible partners as well. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Saturday, we are bringing you a brand new season of Perfect Match Extra, and we're so excited about it. So
now, you people, last week, Ohiniba and Irama, they changed twice.
Reunion Umponyo, Mr. Well, it's a brand new season. We're set to welcome a new set of housemates tomorrow evening.
And I'm told that this season, if you thought that the couple were actually dazzling and looking good for last season, this season,
we're blowing you away.
Where did you get the people from?
It shocks me. They auditioned, and people have realized that, you know what, it's amazing.
It's like the girls are fine. fine. The boys have swag. They are tall.
Everyone is leveled. It's incredible. So we're really excited to welcome open Big Mama's house again for a brand new season. It's starting tomorrow at 9 p.m. So make it a point to be a part of it. Also, tomorrow evening at 8 p.m., the nominees of the TGMAs, the Telesol Ghana Music Awards, goes live. So tomorrow at 8, we started off with the TGMAs nominees announcement. Then we now get into PM Extra at 9 p.m. So it's a full evening of excitement on TV3. So make sure your dial is locked.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, as always, for coming. And going back on the expedition, please bring back the artwork.
Yes.
TV3, we love to plan.
Absolutely.
And today is Friday. So just in case you are thinking of going, we want to plan properly in terms of the bus that we are taking, in terms of the accommodation. Daddy, Nefre Mama. Plan right now, because if you wait till the last minute, you'll be found wanting. Because today is already 13th.
Yes.
We are going on the 19th. So it means that we just have 5 days, not 6 days, because on the 19th is when we are leaving. So please, if you intend to go on this expedition with us, this weekend is your last chance to please make a decision to go with us. So please and please again.
And you know the best part? The next day is a holiday. So the Eid holiday is a holiday weekend.
You see.
So if you don't have anything to do this holiday weekend, please join us for the expedition.
Now. All right. AJ,
thank you so much.
Now, if you're planning your next trip, whether it's for holidays, business, or whether you want to study abroad, family travel, whatever it is, let EAS Tours take the stress out of the journey for you. Now, they offer professional flight bookings, travel consultations, visa assistance, and personalized travel support to ensure everything is handled smoothly from start to finish. Travel with confidence, clarity, and peace of mind by choosing EAS Tours. Now, these are the numbers to call. You can also WhatsApp them on the same number, 0243 535 778, 0243 535 778. Call them today to speak to a travel expert, get expert guidance, and start planning your next trip the EAS Tours way. Now, with EAS Tours, you can travel now and pay later in 12 months. And no initial deposit, no interest. They are the place to go. EAS Tours to the whole Wiase. Time check. Okay, we've just got some 2 minutes to go. If it's your birthday, you are blessed and highly favored. Daniel Kwame Amu, happy birthday to you. Says Senior Internal Control Manager, Jospon Group of Companies. Happy birthday to you, Daniel. All right, Mr. Sweet, everywhere sweet. Okay, happy birthday to you. Mabel Sewa Echampon, happy birthday to you, Mabel, Senior Accountant. Mrs. Diane AJ, it's also a special day. It's from Mr. AJ BB. Okay. Kumi Boateng Deborah, happy birthday to you. Let's also celebrate Elizabeth Wayo, Police Professional Standard Bureau in Ho. It's from all your loved ones. Okay. David, wishing you long life and prosperity. David, I know you. I know this face. Yeah, he works here. Yeah. He's with a security outfit. Yes. Happy birthday to you, David. Okay. Ajua Ayurebi Aqua. Happy birthday to you. What is Aqua? Ekia Iyabua of Germany is from your lovely daughter, Nana Ama. Happy birthday to you. Georgina, wishing you very, very, very well on your special day. They wish you well. Echa Boache Asum. Harriet, is this one? Asumedu, not Asumda. Oh, okay, Asumedu. All right, happy birthday to you, Echa. Pastor Oscar Mensa Saki, Apostolic Church, Ghana. We wish you well. Long life, peace, and happiness is from the Men's Fellowship Estate Assembly. All right. Sabaina Kwe, it's from Andy. Happy birthday to you. Lillian Asante, have a very blessed day. It's from Reverend Charles Asante. Theophilo Sena, CEO of Senathol Group of Companies. Happy birthday to you, Theo. Jason Johnson, may the universe favor you in abundance. It's from your sister, Jocelyn. Okay. Dr. George Badankwa, wishing you all the best. Is from the Guan family. And Timothy Yogri, happy birthday to you, Uncle. It's from your children and your friends as well. All right. Here's to a year filled with happiness, health, and everything you deserve. Love you, bro. They didn't add your name, but yeah, happy birthday to you. Patience Nukpeza, God bless your new age. It's from Gesture. All right. Hannah Dixon of Quick Pharmacy Limited, wishing you God's blessings and happiness. It's from Abana AJ Wa from Pong. Happy birthday. Sheena and your name Maglo. Happy birthday to you, Sheena. Constant Komla Sunu of Gulf City, wishing you good health and peace. It's from Skido and Vivian. Okay, we've done this one already. COP, Mr. Frederick Kofi Blagoji, Director General, HRD Ghana Police Service. God bless you, sir. COP, happy birthday. All right. I think that's the last one for the day. It's Friday. Make sure that you are here at the Ghana Village from 5 p.m. Kivo is sponsoring that Kenke party this evening. Make sure you're here for the vibes and all the good stuff that comes with Ghana Month. Enjoy the rest of our programming. I'm Kukiti. We'll see you on Monday.
Did you know, in 2024, Ghana's iconic kente cloth was inscribed onto your